What's going on, everybody? I am Captain RoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell, Game of Saving Throws. How are we doing tonight? Woo woo!
Yeah! Finally.
It sounds like you've been preoccupied for the last 36 hours, Mudcat. You couldn't possibly have a new audience that wants to see you so bad that this 30-minute intro could possibly inconvenience them.
I don't know. There were 700 of them.
Well, unfortunately, we played in Magic the Gathering land in our scenes the last time, and I forgot all about it. Rip the dream. But I'm getting pretty good at fixing it in like 20 minutes.
Hey, you know what? More power to you, baby. Let's go.
There we go.
Oh, man. Guys, I have just realized that Roll20's updated a huge amount to their audio. They have fade-ins and fade-outs now.
You're trying to go XLR now?
I'm so happy. Sorry, Becca. I had to take your background out. It was
okay.
You were getting Thanos snapped. So.
Damn it.
Don't be Thanos. That's my job.
It's
all right.
it's your fault that I'm disappearing.
Lime green's a great look for you.
I'll look great in green.
Just pretend
My
you're
mother
laying
told
in a
me I look
swampy lake.
green. She looked at me. She's like, "You look green." What color of skin tone is green?
It's green.
So that's me.
Radio's
thank
looking
you.
a little extra pale
Thanks.
tonight.
Yeah. No, well, I would now I need to take his color correction off.
That contrast is intense.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you live in
going on
California,
over here?
man. Step outside a little bit, okay? Thanks.
Radio. I need you to
You're
breathe.
like a Twilight vampire.
Oh my God! It really does look like he's about to pass out.
There we go.
I get
You
myself some more
haven't
color.
seen sunlight
There's a little
in months.
You live in California, man. Come on.
Shut up! I work on the radio. You think I see the outdoors? That's crap.
I don't know which one you like better, Chet. You like
Ghost radio.
I'm still giving you more Twilight vampire rather than like Interview with a Vampire.
That's right. I'll take Twilight. He was more popular, anyways.
Ugh.
I want to glitter when the sun's out. Look at me,
No.
bitches! I'm made of diamonds.
No, you made the wrong choice. Damn.
Come
shine
mind
bright
me.
like a diamond?
Thanos. Thanos is fine. I will eternally be Thanos on D&D. Why not?
You guys see the results of the poll in chat?
Yeah,
No, I
see
did
that?
not.
I'm very
Saw
happy with it.
What was-
Whoever made
We're
that
gonna-
poll,
We're gonna karaoke 99 problems.
for
I think both
namesake,
of those could happen.
you're amazing.
Listen, Nighthawk, I'm
Hit
gonna
me.
kill your best friend.
that poll though. Radio,
That
you got any
poll, though.
announcements for this week?
I have no announcements this week. Zero, other than I have found a love for fishing in the Sea of Thieves. And if you want to find me, I'll probably be on the dock somewhere.
I like it. Now, you got any announcements this week?
Yeah, there's a guy that's been killing the Sea of Thieves directory, but I will make this known. I was part of the first crew that was to sink their own ship 5 times in the same match, so there. Tyson was part of that, so just saying. Awkward Tyson.
How's that even possible?
Oh, you
no.
want to see clips?
How's it even possible?
That's about it. Really, just having some fun.
Yeah. Ruby, you got any announcements?
I'm a little sick, so I apologize if I sound under the weather. I made a new box for my dice.
Let's go.
It still smells of stain right now.
Put it
and
closer to the camera.
Look, I made a thing.
It's an awesome thing.
It took
That's
me a
cool.
long time, and I went with sparkle on the
I
inside.
was gonna say it's got sparkles on the inside. Let's
and on
fucking
the
go.
outside. Like I did the D20 as a little sparkle on there. Wanted it to feel a little special. I've been trying to do more of these. It took me forever. I did 3 different drawings to try to figure out how to draw a freaking dragon, especially their feet. Do you have any idea how detailed dragons' feet are?
They suck. Trust me, I
Yeah.
walk around with them all day long.
Yeah, it's awful. So all the time, you just kind of like flop them around. Like, well, then what do I do with these long ass toenails? God. Thank you. I consulted with eStore on what a proper. Actually, they're not really dragons. They're more like wyverns. Am I saying that right?
See, when you said that, I just had this image flash through my head of Hister, like what's her name from Titanic, laying on the couch, just naked, just claws.
Sounds like one of your French girls.
Okay,
Oh,
so
dude.
what I really want to do is like on the inside of the box,
Hey,
to always
Ruby.
do a humor point. That's what I'm gonna
Paint me
do.
like one of your French girls.
I'm gonna do his
Oh
store
my
just
god.
laying there.
And I will make that my dice box.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I made that, and then we've been watching Log Horizon for my anime book club. We're up to episode 25, so on Tuesday, if you want to come join us, if you like video games, if you like stories, you need to watch Log Horizon because it's about characters getting stuck in a video game world. And it actually, oddly enough, like the way they think about the characters and the strategists have changed a little bit about how I think about my D&D character.
Ooh.
So
Books.
it's fun. I highly recommend Log Horizon. Also, if you like Sword Art Online, Log Horizon's better.
She just froze herself. Oh, she's
She
back.
froze. Oh, she's back.
What?
Froze for a second.
Ah, I thought you got Thanos.
God damn it. God. Sword Art feels so good. Yeah, Sword Art's fun. You're gonna like Log Horizon even more. Belle, don't chew on that wire.
Oh man.
Oh man.
She chewed
was
through
her
a
daughter?
wire. I don't know
What
which one
wire?
it is. I don't know. It's a random white wire, but it's now completely chewed through.
Well, let me
Camera
come
doesn't
look at
require
it.
it.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, everything's still working. It's fine.
no! Tech Man Mutt on the case. Let's
It's
go.
fine. It's
Randy, your technical support
Randy?
specialist.
Randy's technical support. What seems to be the problem here?
I don't have glasses to pull down any further.
Does your pickle need polishing? Because I didn't bring any resin with me today. This is not something I can do here. You have to bring it to my shop later.
Randy's part of the Geek Squad.
I'm not sure if I've said something perverted enough today, Magdrin.
Working on it, working on it. Just relax, woman. I'll let you know when you have something to say that's important to
I
me.
can feel my arteries hardening, woman. What have you been putting in that butter?
That back.
Magdrin, I feel short of breath. My left arm is numb. If this is the time that I must go, I will tell you where the weasels are.
My God.
Weasels? What weasels?
She's going for this bone, and she chewed through the wire.
Thank you, Nightcock.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Hashtag kill Randy.
Can we promote that? Can we get some more hashtag kill Randys in the chat, please?
Please, some more hashtag kill Randy while we wait for Mudcat.
Can
I
you
guess
guys
I
still
can-
hear me? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, if you guys could get hashtag kill Randy just rapping through before he sits down. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
What the fuck, Wolfenhouse?
You're my hero. Thank you.
Nice. His throat.
Oh, it looks like Wolfenhouse is
Alright.
getting banned.
Chat, thank you. I can. This
Banned,
episode we can put
banned,
him on.
Daniel, get out of here.
Banned,
So
banned,
at this
banned,
point, let's wave bye to the VOD, and we'll see you next week.
banned.
Randy the Vandal.
Okay,
Forgot
we're
it was
good.
Randall the Man.
We're good. All right, we're good.
They're all banned. I got a list.
All right, Mudcat, you kind of had a big week. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Sea of Thieves promo's been going well. Been going pretty good.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We are up to 8,145 followers.
That's awesome.
Let's
broke
go.
We broke 8,000 a day. We broke 7,000 yesterday. We're up like 2,200 followers
My
It's
God.
amazing.
in 3 days.
Congrats.
Is that a lot?
That's a
That's
lot.
a lot.
Yeah, it took me 6 months to get 2,000 the first time.
It sounds like there's more than 3.
So
That's amazing, dude.
So,
Congrats.
Yeah, that's been going well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Been played. I've got 200 kills in the arena in Sea of Thieves now in like 4 days. So
200 kills in the arena.
That's the top commendation. 200 kills.
Holy
Awesome.
shnikes.
So there's that, and then yeah, we just got the Sea of Thieves, had a couple of features this week, and Sea of Thieves channel, and we've been rocking over 1,000 viewers yesterday. Today we had like a good 700. We didn't even get the Sea of Thieves channel.
Damn.
We've been number one in the Sea of Thieves directory, except for the hosted channel all week.
Yeah, but every time I turn on Mixer, I see you.
Bless you.
Sea of Thieves loot. Mudcat right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like you're good at this or something.
I own the directory.
Don't tell
and
him
that was the plan.
I know.
That was the plan.
I'm gonna have to apply just to be his commentator at PAX South again. Jeez.
I'm hoping they get that partners. They do a partner Sea of Thieves tournament someday. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
I thought you were about to say
will.
that they had Sea of Thieves partners, and I'm like, whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my god,
whoa.
dude! If they did,
Mm,
surely that would be a shoe-in.
yep, I believe so.
It's been going. It's a huge thing for the channel, man. So
It's awesome.
gonna keep rocking it through Sunday and onward, and hopefully we can get that 10K soon. I don't know. I didn't think it was
Oh.
gonna happen. Now I
Yeah,
think
it's
it
gonna
might
happen. 10K before E3. That's the real hashtag.
Are you
Yeah.
talking
Do
about he's
it.
gonna have 10K before the 5th?
I don't know about that. I can't play all day tomorrow, and I can't play all day Sunday because of D&D. So
And he has
We'll
a
see.
banquet he has to go to.
that's what I
Don't
said. Tomorrow
forget.
I can't play all day tomorrow. I said that.
Doesn't even know what he's
He-
gonna wear.
I'm going to the banquet tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, but that leaves all of tomorrow day.
Yeah, at least like 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
tomorrow day.
and he'll fall
Yeah.
asleep at the banquet, face to face.
That doesn't matter.
Face
Listen,
down
I would
in
fall
mashed
asleep at that
taters.
banquet anyway.
What? It is
I
one
would
of
fall
the-
asleep. It's not good.
Uh-oh. And last week we left our
And
adventures.
I'm going to cut you guys off there because we got some announcements for the channel. Thanks everybody coming over from Mudcats, hanging out, maybe watching D&D for the first time or getting back into it. Love your faces. You're in for a trip. We like to enjoy ourselves here on Friday night. We play a little very, very heavily improvised version of D&D here, so I think you're going to enjoy it. As far as actual announcements on the channel, if you have not watched an episode of D&D this week, we have reformulated how you interact with the game. Now you can interact with 2 of the buttons on my channel. You can either go with the 500,000 or the million drop. Oh man, somebody already hit it.
As seen there.
Nice.
2. Damn. That kind of hurts.
It's broken. It's broken.
Radio rolled a 2.
So,
Hey, I was demonstrating.
Get
I was
those out before
demonstrating
the game.
how it works.
yeah, and I encourage you to hold back your dice right now. Not everybody go hit it because we're not even in an episode. I would like you to go ahead and time and pick your times when you can do it. We no longer just have a guaranteed lightning drop. Moments within the episode, I will be setting a spell save DC, and you guys as an audience get to roll against that. 500,000 gets a lesser boon. A million drop gets a greater boon, but you're no longer guaranteed. You have to roll for it just like we do. And it's
That's
proven to be a really, really good time. So I hope you enjoyed as much as everyone else has in the other episodes this week. I'd buy that for $1. Other than that, still working on all the same things. Patreon will get launched before the cutoff date. We got D&D books to sign and get the logistics laid out. Like I said before, if I cannot will myself to get off of work on Saturdays, we will be doing some adjustment for the one-shots and try to pigeonhole them in on some Sundays. But we're going to try to get those dates to you guys as soon as possible so we can reward you for all those awesome spark bounties that you guys have hit in the last couple of weeks.
Follows 1 shot for the win.
Oh, that's right. And
Oh, do we have a date on that?
And no, we do not have a date on that. It's one of the 2 one-shots that we have to plan as well as the Wild West one-shot. But yes, Mudcat unlocked with the 40 million last week, the Valis one-shot. So everybody that's a huge fan of this campaign, you're going to get to see the ghost ship, and we're going to get to roleplay and maybe see some of Valis's long-lost story. That's going to be super cool.
And find
Now I
out
gotta
how
make
many
up
people
Valis'
hated
long
him
lost
then.
story. Valis is my character who died as He was a pirate.
An asshole who thought the world was flat.
He knows the world was flat.
Oh God.
Until
Do we need to start this?
until he saw the light. Oh
No, he writes that off as just brain functioning misfires.
Ghost Easter.
Just trying to make myself ghosty for a second.
Hold on.
Oh, that's amazing. All right. Well, without further ado, let's go and hop into last week. You guys were sitting down for dinner at Magdarin's with the lovable hashtag Team Randy at the dinner table, getting some delicious turducken in when all hell broke loose in the city of Bryn Shander as several ice boulders came tumbling into the town, crashing, causing chaos, havoc, screaming babies. You guys were able to organize yourself and run to the defense of the south gate, where you met up with Sir Barrick and the deputy, or no, not deputy, the sheriff, Markham.
That
you
very
guys-
attractive man.
No, he wasn't the ball buster.
Sir Barrick was. They
Yeah,
both-
Barrick was
they
the ball
both hit
buster.
pretty hard though.
Truth. As you guys were able to defend the south gate against a whole plethora of frost giants and winter wolves, you guys were able to save the city of Bryn Shander and proceeded to head back into Kelvin's Calm, the Flying J / Cracker Barrel / bar / awesome sauce institution within the city, and you guys proceeded to get yo drink on, and that is where we will pick up this week.
So we're still drinking, right?
Absolutely. And matter of fact, Emery is on my back as a goblin.
Yeah, that's true. I did.
Sure.
I did do that.
I don't remember that.
I did do
So,
that.
Ruby had just discovered that she has a very normal owl feather
That's
at that end. So she goes ahead and she takes the owl feather and she just weaves it a little bit into the back of her hair, so now it just hangs behind, kind of like a rat tail.
Rufy. Oh.
You're
That's just
doing
only
it,
one
Peter.
feather. Only one. Not quite as cool. She'll have to
Nice.
collect more at this point.
Feather rat tail.
Yeah, feather
Gross.
rat tail. Well, eventually she'll get more, and it'll look cool, like a little feather mohawk. But she only has one at this point. Eventually, she'll have a feather mohawk. She kills more birds. Nighthawk. No, just kidding.
Radio.
Hey.
I need you to.
I eat cats.
I need you to flavor some sort of bar failure for your nat 2 that you rolled earlier.
Yeah, you do.
Can I ask a question? Nightcock, are you singing on the bar right now? Or are you singing karaoke?
Maybe.
What are you singing?
I moved on to some Creed.
Perfect. Perfect.
I was
So-
really hoping
so-
some variety here.
Nightcock's singing Creed karaoke. And Hister, just absolutely shit-faced, off his fucking rocker, walks up, grabs the mic, and thinking he's singing the right band, starts singing, "Oh, I'm still alive. Hey, oh, I'm still alive. Yeah." That was the right song. Right?
Yeah.
That's the right band.
You did great.
This is right band. And I'm gonna pass out just right there, falling with Mike in hand on the floor, unconscious.
Nightcock, roll with advantage thanks to Phalanx's interactive roll on whatever
Okay.
you're singing.
Okay.
And this is a performance check.
God. 3. Oh wait, no, 4. 4 is with advantage.
Oh, God.
Jesus, dude.
What are you singing horribly?
All right. Arms
Oh,
wide open. Sunlight. Place. Wide open arms.
Yep.
They're open wide arms.
I
Can I
hear
roll
this.
to see if I believe this?
yeah, can we roll to see if we think this is great?
Please. I would
Do
love
we
to see
buy
that.
in that they're like rock stars at this? Is this like persuasion? I don't know. Insight, maybe? Let's go with
Insight.
insight. I'm gonna roll for insight.
It's a 17.
That is a 22.
Yeah, you know that sounds like shit.
Ruby's just
It
in the
normally
corner
does.
laughing her ass off at them. These idiots are so funny. They're the worst. Thank God they're better in battle. This is embarrassing. I love it.
Oh, shoot. Oh man.
Shikio hears all of this, and I grab 2 of the lemon drops that are still hanging off over at the edge of the bar, and I just hand one back to Emery's goblin form as I go, Malaka.
I gotta knock that back, but when did I? Is this before or after I heard what I heard?
This is after.
This is after. Okay, I'm too drunk to let that stop me right now, though. So I'm gonna climb up further up your back and try to sit on your shoulders.
God.
Yeah, you're
Do an
totally.
acrobatics check.
Oh,
That's a 20, not nat.
oh yeah, you get up there and you have a. You can either grab onto my actually no, I don't have my satyr horns out. You just have a hold of the antler crown at this point.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good device to steer me.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to like steer you around and I'm going.
I'm drunk enough at this point that I completely follow your commands of where you tug, so you have complete control of where Chikios goes.
He's
I'm currently just-
he's gonna go towards the stage where Nighthawk's singing.
All
Oh
right.
God.
Who heard the daughters speak?
Just me.
Are you gonna do anything about that?
No, I said I wasn't. Too drunk to
Okay.
carry right now.
And
Okay.
it was son.
It was his son.
Son. Oh, wanna.
Also,
I mean,
I've
he's-
been still trying to remember that guy's name.
I wasn't gonna assume their gender.
Hey, don't gender my baby.
Sorry, my bad. My bad.
All right.
Okay.
Emery,
So,
Oh,
Ruby
just-
sees what they're doing of Emery guiding you guys around, so she kind of takes her cloak a little bit and uses it kind of like how you would trigger a bull, and she like waves it in front of them
oh,
just to see if they'll start charging towards it.
I
totally,
begin.
totally gonna.
Yep, I begin digging in my right foot and posturing as a bull.
Alright, she's holding it technically in front of Heath's door, so neither of them can see on either
Which-
side.
At this point, all I am is ass up over the stage, face down, microphone in hand, feet still actually on the stage. So if you hit
So
me,
she's
you're,
got it.
you're ramming right into the backside of me.
And I'm gonna
That's
I'm
the
gonna push
idea.
forward on those horns and go, yeah.
And after that interactive roll and seeing where it is at, in the back of my mind, I think this is a great time. I turn into a stark black bull.
Nah, nice.
As Emery is holding on to my horns, and it's like, and my ass like goes into like full bull shape, and like 3 people get kicked back, and as I come barreling at you, Ruby.
Can I roll to see if I wake up?
All right, give me the rolls.
Oh, what am I rolling to wake up?
Oh shoot.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? Beautiful. This is a nat 20. Yes, let's
Wow.
go.
The rest of my
Kinda
bullshit
disappointed,
takes
actually.
one.
Wow.
And I got a big septum ring coming in. First, I got to roll to see if I hit. And I'm not trying to aim at you, Ruby. I'm trying to actually hit your your Toro. Like we're not.
Yeah.
So I successfully do so. I just want to make sure I didn't roll a 1. Hister, thanks to that interactive roll, you can roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. All right, that would be 15 for the first one and 17 for the second one. So 17.
17. As you see the bull form of Chikios and a small goblin holding onto the horns. Currently, Emery's body, his legs aren't even on the bull anymore. He's just Superman riding with the horns, holding on to what looks like several lemon drops in one hand as you're just able to dodge out of the way. Nighty, describe what the hell I just slam into head first with my horns.
You slam right into the wall and you see this ad on the wall and it says Randy's wooden pickle raincoats, and it says for women involved with Isher Foss, 99% of the time it works every time.
And as I slam into the wall, that ad drops down and crashes to the ground. Right when that happens, the front door is kicked in hand is Randy and Magdrin at the front door. I told you never to be late to a good party.
Randy was already here.
Were we already there? I thought we
Randy
lagged
was already
behind.
talking to Nightcock for a while.
Oh, was she? I retcon it. Randy sees his ad fall down from the corner of the bar room.
Oh my! Dude, he's gonna go over and pick it up and put it back on the wall.
Ruby suddenly realizes Randy's here, and she pulls out her dagger and starts like spinning it with her fingers. Just like,
Oh shit.
you know, like how people play with pens and they spin it on their hand. That's what she's doing with her dagger.
Yeah, Kat, that's some fine dexterity you got there. Have you ever considered wielding a wooden pickle?
I don't need a wooden pickle. Thank you, though.
But Emery might have told me you have one in your possession.
I feel like you shouldn't say anything more to me if you want to keep your tongue.
Wait till Reginald hears about you.
Magdrin comes in and just starts pulling on your ear aggressively.
Yeah,
Oh!
yeah.
Randy, quit being all awkward and creepy to our guests. They're never gonna come back here if you're treating like that. Quit talking about what you do back there in your woodshed. Oh, that's so
Yes. Let's have some libations.
And I sat down. I
You know,
still brought
Randy?
Randy another drink.
Let's play a game.
Oh shit.
I love games.
So this is one where you put your hand on the table and you take the dagger and you try to go between each of your fingers.
Ah, yes. I've played this a time or two.
Have you? Perfect. Let's play this game then, yes?
Yes,
what's
but
going on?
let's make it interesting.
I want to move in on the action. I want to stand right over Randy's shoulder.
If I win,
I'm taking bets around the bar.
if I win, you have to purchase one wooden pickle from my shop.
I already have a pickle. I need
Yes,
nothing
but
else
I'll
from
make
you.
something special.
That sounds disgusting.
You've already got one. What do you mean it's disgusting?
I'd rather have one of your wife's meals again.
Well, maybe that can be arranged while I'm making the pickle.
Fine.
Oh,
Deal.
absolutely, it can be arranged. I'd love to have more company at the house. As a matter of fact, even though we've had all this giants and there's certainly a good amount of destruction around the city, she leans in and whispers in your ear, Ruby, this is the most fun I've had in years.
And if I win, we get to brand you with one of your wooden pickle shapes on your forehead.
Yes, fair enough.
Deal. Let's
I'm
do
old. I
this.
don't need my forehead anyways.
You just not use it anymore?
I'm already married. No one's looking anyways.
Oh, Randy, you're just horrible. Ugh.
Okay, fine. If it doesn't bother you that much, it's not much of a consequence. Historian Nightcock, do you have any suggestions? GQs, perhaps? We need some real motivation for him.
I say if he loses, we cut his arm off.
What about his own pickle?
I ain't touching that.
Yeah.
That's fair. He makes wooden pickles. If he cuts it off his own pickle, he'll be fine.
This is getting a little morbid over here. And
Seems a little extreme.
Yeah,
I will agree to a finger.
Are you afraid of losing?
No,
your own
Randy,
pickle?
don't cut your fingers off.
I will agree to a finger.
No,
Let's
Randy.
do it.
Listen, if
Randy.
I want to cut my finger off, I will cut my own finger off.
Let's do 2 fingers of my choice then.
Yes, fair
No.
enough.
No, this is everyone's gone mad. Let
The
me
deal
just.
is made.
I just want to
Shake on
cook
it.
supper.
You shake on it.
All
2
right.
Going down.
fingers,
Well-
and if I
well-
lose, I get a meal, and I have to buy a wooden pickle.
Yes.
While this
First-
is going down, I'm gonna flag down old Firebrand to get Magnum some booze.
Randy may have had a few libations in the heat following the battle already.
Ruby is one of those that as she starts drinking, she starts to get a little bit more competitive and better at things.
You
kind
can't
of like
just call that.
no, it's like in beer
Make her
pong.
roll for
That's my life.
You can't just call that.
All of a sudden, I suddenly get better at things.
Oh, all of a sudden I just get advantage on every roll.
Yes.
old man Firebrand with his carrot red male pattern baldness head and long beard comes
Don't forget
over
the tongue
to
thing.
Hester. You don't have to proof these, Dragonborn. I brought some of my finest stock.
Good. Or 2 for her and 2 for me.
Right. Old dwarven creepy Louis C.K. style Firebrand goes back to pouring his beverages. They're out in a couple of we'll say carved horn vessels, and he
Yeah.
slowly kind of makes his way back behind the bar. And when you see him take back off, it's kind of corncobbing a little bit.
Oh, God.
It's kind of corncobbing a
Nice.
little bit.
That's what I think it means. That's awful. It's disgusting and descriptive.
He's been behind the bar for a while, you know. You gotta tend bar while the action's hot.
Hey, Firebrand, you need me to 10 bar for you for about 10 minutes?
I'm fine. Don't worry
Sure
about
about
me. Yeah. I guess you could. And he kind of corn cobs back over. Could you? I guess you could smell it, could you?
Yeah.
All right. That's bad. All right, I'll be back. I can trust you. It's not. Actually, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh, all right. Perfect.
See if you can convince him to do something about it.
We'll see just how much he trusts you.
That is going to be a 20, not natural.
Yeah. Yes, daughter. Take the board. I gotta go break code. If you know what I mean. And Firebrand takes his very low center of gravity self, still observing a solid corncob waddle, makes his way over to the WC.
I'm gonna make 2 jumps from where I am. One on top of the bar, and then one down to the ground on the other side.
Boom! The whole place. Jesus.
All right, I'm 10 in bar, and there's no fucking lemon drops for anybody here.
Perfect.
No, wait a second there.
Give Randy a shot before he loses his fingers.
I'm gonna take the private reserve firebrand and pour 2 shots and set it in front of Margaret. Pour 4 shots in front of in front of Randy and Ruby, and said, "If we're gonna do this, you guys got to drink."
I am currently in bull form. I have pulled back up, still observing. But not only do I have Emery in goblin form, I got a couple of drunk sorority girls up on top of me as well. Is one dude who's riding. He's riding like backwards, and he's like got a hold of my. He's just got a hold of my tail, and he's acting like it's a mic over in the karaoke zone. So there's 4 people on my back.
See this? I'm gonna find a bowl. I'm gonna fill it full of his private reserve. I'm gonna set it on the bar and just kind of wave over to Chikios like, "Dude, this is for you, bro." I'm gonna go start serving drinks for the rest of anybody at the bar while he drinks it.
Well, I'm just lapping it up. All right. Ruby.
Okay, Randy, you can go first. Take your shots. And
No,
then do
this is your
stabby
competition. You go first.
thing. I've invited you, unless you're a chicken.
Fine. He's gonna take a shot, whatever's there on the bar.
You have 2 shots.
I'm gonna take both those shots.
Yes, you will.
All right. Your first round with going through the knife between your fingers is gonna be at a slow, steady pace. So go ahead and roll just a straight dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17.
17. You blow dry with your wood carver's exceptional dexterity right through in between. Ruby.
Not the first time I played, kitty.
So Ruby gets ready, she takes the dagger and she puts her paw out and spreads her hands out. She only has to go a little bit faster, so she just a little bit above his pace.
Thanks to Dr. Death's interactive roll, you have a 1d6 inspiration die
Oh, shit.
to lose
She's not
to
gonna
use.
use it yet.
Yeah, you can use it when you choose. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
It's collusion.
That is an 18.
You fly through with no problem. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws as the beverages begin to set in.
Ruby did not take her last 2 shots, though.
But you've been drinking all night.
She purposely chose not to take those 2 shots. She skipped right over it.
You didn't skip
No one
drinking
asked
all
her to
night,
drink
though.
it. You don't know how much she's been drinking. You can go back and try to list all of them, but
You make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, then Ruby.
I saw them all.
yes. She's competitive. She's aware what she's got to do. Nat 20. Fuck you.
Fuck. God damn it.
She is spot on and ready to win this. She's learned from Chikios. She's a quick learner when it comes to drinking apple juice. As Chikios is getting drunk as a bull on stage.
Wait,
That's her drinking mentor.
Hearing that, I'm just gonna grab something out of the speed rack and just fill up the bowl again, drop it right back in, and go back to my tendon bar.
I got that big nasty bull tongue. All right, Randy, what's your Constitution saving throw?
14.
14. Booze is starting to set in, Randy. You can hear the whispers in the back of your head. I need you to make another dexterity saving throw as she passes the knife back onto you.
19.
Damn.
Randy too gets better as the night goes on.
Window 1! Kitty, and I've noticed you haven't taken your drinks.
You don't have to worry about that. I'll use my inspiration this time. I shouldn't have had to. That's gonna be 25.
You don't have to roll your inspiration with your dice. You can roll that separate. So
Too
Okay.
late.
It's too late. That's fine.
Too late.
I got some lucky throws. You don't worry. I'm not gonna lose this one.
all right. What you get?
Oh, I mean, 25. I'll
25.
count the inspiration because it's fine.
Back through. Speed significantly increased.
You'll have to go faster if you want to keep up, old man. Seems like you've been keeping your hands on something more slower lately.
Nah, my pickles are plenty fast.
Oh, I can't watch this. I don't even want to listen. It's a filthy talk over here. Oh,
Pouring another 2 shots from Agrin.
Can Nightcock sneak
gotta
over and
say-
steal those 2 shots?
dexterity. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Okay.
Still,
I'm not
high
gonna
too.
let you. You're gonna have to roll against me.
22.
Fuck.
That's
What
impressive.
do I use to roll against him? Anything? Just a straight roll?
Against his sleight of hand, that'll be your dexterity.
My dex?
Oh, damn it.
Your dex or your sleight of hand, either one.
It's 20 not natural, so he gets him.
So I just take the shots and I'm pounding them.
So as he pounds them like a good bartender, I'm gonna have 2 more shots on the bar in front of her before she even knows they're gone.
Oh, she just a saint. Oh, she comes up and pinches the shit out of your cheeks. Oh.
Just enjoy the shots. I'm gonna go back to the bar. And off I go into the weeds.
All right, Ruby hands Randy a knife, but this time it's a little bit wider than the one we've been using. I don't know
Does
if I
Randy
can I
notice?
do that? Do I pull sleight of hand?
You need to pull sleight of hand first.
Yeah, I do.
You are a devious kitty.
That is going to be 21.
What's your passive perception, Randy?
12. No, sorry, perception. 12, yeah. 12.
You don't notice her swap out the knife.
Okay.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage this time, Randy.
Remember, you have to go faster than me or else you lose.
6.
No.
All
You,
right.
you after the first stab, you realize, oh no, something is definitely different. The weight of this knife is off. Everything. You actually catch and stab one of your fingers. You could roll for it or just pick one out.
I was gonna stab the middle finger. Yes, it seems I nicked myself. This knife I don't believe is regulation, but yes, you can see right here how it's been damaged.
So it has been. So if I don't make this one without any flaws, then we tie and we go again. But if I go through perfectly, I win.
Yes, seems fair.
Perfect. Allow me to try. And
All
Ruby
right.
takes the knife and kind of like spins it in the air, tosses it up and catches it. She's feeling a little flare. And she goes for it. And just so we know where we're going into this, her dexterity already starts with a +6. So do I even need to bother to roll?
Oh yeah, you do.
Damn.
Damn.
Get it. There's still that chance of a nat 1.
Yep.
That's true. All right. It isn't though. 17 + 6 is that 23? Pretty sure.
As you're able to back through your hand successfully.
Yes. Seems as though I'll be missing a couple of fingers here.
At least 2.
He's gonna. Which ones were you thinking?
Place your hands out on the table.
No. If someone's cutting my fingers off, it's going to be me.
That was not part of
You
the
can
deal.
choose, but I never agreed to let you do the cutting. I don't trust your work.
Fine, I will choose, but how about we have Histor cut it off? Because I don't
No. I'll cut my own fingers.
I'm at the end of the bar. I didn't hear anything.
Do I trust him to cut his own fingers off properly?
Yeah, you've been drinking.
He's a craftsman.
Fine. All right. Let's see. Does anybody have any say as to which fingers I should cut off? I'm tempted to just take both of his thumbs so he can't hold anything anymore.
And you looked around. People's attention spans inside of a bar are so low. Everyone is done, moved on.
All right. Fine. Let's take both of those thumbs off, yes?
Yeah, seems fair. He's gonna reach out and ask for the knife so he can cut his fingers off.
You reaching out? Oh God, no!
She just throws it down onto the table.
Yes, okay. All right, he's gonna take that knife and he's gonna take those extra shots around the table and knock those back first, and line it up.
Hold on. Looking over from the bar and seeing what's going on, I'm gonna jump in and go, hold on. I'm gonna pour Randy 2 more shots. I'm gonna pull my dagger out and give it a fire breath. Just making it red hot. And I'm gonna throw it into the bar so he can do it with a cauterized blade.
That seems a better idea. He's gonna grab that. He's gonna get rid of
No, you stop right now. You're not cutting your
No,
thumbs
listen,
off.
woman.
You are already worthless around the house, and you go back and all you do is carve back in your woodshed. No, I'm not letting you.
As Magdalne's yelling, Randy casts invisibility
Oh.
and tries to run out the door.
Ruby makes a snatch out towards him where she thinks he's at.
You need to make. You need to roll to attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Roll to attack. Okay, that'll be what, with my dagger or with probably my claws, right? Yeah.
You're just trying to grapple, so this is gonna be
Yeah.
just a. This will be a strength. This will actually be. This will use your strength on this.
Okay, my strength. Do I have advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
That's a nat 1.
Yes!
This is why we roll, chat.
Get those nat ones in the
Get
chat.
those nat ones in chat.
You just
Chicken Randy.
Chicken Randy.
As you just
Randy.
pounce over the edge of the bar.
You run now, you're going to lose a lot more, Randy.
And the door flies open and you just hear out through the night. Yeah!
Does
Look at
anyone
Magdalene.
know we know where he lives? Is he
It-
got
it-
thumbs?
Knife
As-
me, right?
As you can see, just at this point, he's taken another puff off the pipe, so it's revealed itself. But that's it. There's just the pipe floating out, and you can see this floating pipe as it goes out. As he's making his way through the snow, he actually passes one of the outhouses on the way out. Just a small rectangular wooden outhouse with a small moon carved out, and as your Randy waddles by, you can hear someone just giving it hell.
And
We know where
Randy,
Firebrand is, don't
Oh, Martin, give me the strength.
Fine, whatever. We'll get to him some other time.
we? Back in the bar, I'm just gonna laugh at Ruby. He lost. Next time, take the fingers yourself.
And
Oh,
oh,
I'm
good.
kidding.
Randy, as you make your way out, can we get one last internal monologue as you talk to yourself?
yes! It's time to be free, Randy. Randy has nothing holding him back anymore. He's gonna be thinking about leaving Maldron. Take a quick stop by the shop, grab my pickles and supplies, and off we go. On to new adventures.
I didn't know that's where it was gonna go. Randy's off to go pick up some milk.
skipping
and never
town.
come back.
Thanks, DM. You gave him a chance to escape now.
Randy's skipping town.
I've always wanted to do this.
At this time, Nighthawk, after those 2 shots, I'm just like, I've been drinking heavily, I've been feeling it, and all of a sudden I like, look around and like out of the corner of my eye during this whole time, I see that floating pipe and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I look over there in the corner and I see like the short version of what looks like Ister. And I'm like, Ister, do you see that shit? And I'm just annihilated. And I look and I see Chikios and Emery running around still with Emery on top of Chikio's shoulders. And I'm like, hey, Ister, let's challenge these two to a fucking chicken fight. And this whole time, it's actually just, it could actually be one of Ister's kids. It's like a small Ister. And I look at him, I say, get on my shoulders. And
doesn't have a trunk on him, does he?
Not going that far.
You realize I'm still a bull, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm freaking annihilated, man. So anyways, young look like Ister's on my shoulders.
You're on your own. I got a 10 bar. I'm gonna try and throw you an ale.
Okay.
Full ale.
All
I'm gonna
right.
chuck it from the bar. What do I need to use?
Your dex, just like you would
Dex?
just like you'd be launching a projectile.
Perfect. Oh, that's gonna be a 22.
Let's see if you can catch it, Nerdy.
All right. Is that what is this? What am I running? Dexterity? Or what is
Yes.
it for? Okay.
Give me sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. Sleight of hand would be 18.
Oh yeah, man. Fucking that thing is on fucking target. You did the perfect concert flip to where gravity has held the beverage inside. Oh yeah, you snagged that bitch.
Nice.
Yes! That's a heroic moment right there. That is bar drinking.
Go! Nighthawk takes that, shotguns that thing really quick. Start even more setting in, and I still feel like I have history on my shoulders here, not knowing that it's not him. And I'm like, let's do a chicken fight right now.
You do. You look up and it's not a child. It's just a really drunk old halfling, like full on like too big to be a garden gnome, too small to be a human.
Okay.
Aw, sounds kind of adorable.
My name's David. As you swing forward, and you immediately swing him into combat up on top.
Do you have a card for David?
Nope. David's gonna swing down. He's gonna try to punch the shit out of your goblin for him, Emery.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
Oh shit! Let me look at my brandy up still.
I don't even know what Emery's card looks like right now.
Hold on.
I haven't had that up in
I
weeks.
think I might have it.
No, I've
Doesn't
got
he
it.
have
Hold
it?
on. That does not hit.
It's just, and as it whiffs, like poor David almost completely. He's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw. See if he can stay up on your shoulders. Oh shit! He's fucking down goes Frasier. Down goes Frasier. That's nat one. That's
Nice.
Here goes that one's a jet. Let's go.
As he goes for that first punch. He actually stabs himself in the clavicle as he falls onto one of my bullhorns. He's currently hanging there. Chikios begins to start shaking him. I'm gonna roll to try to throw him up in the air off my horns.
Nice.
Oh, let's go. That's 18. And I unhorn him as poor David the gnome goes cycling up in the air. He's currently laying up near your flaming blade, Hister, up on the bar.
I'm gonna look at him bleeding. I'm just gonna reach over. I'm gonna lay healing hands on it for a second, just to cauterize the wound.
No.
Take my knife and put it back away and take my hand off of him.
Please give me a shot. Oh.
What? I look around, go, who's got a whistle? And just grab out of the speed rack and grab him by the nose and tilt the bottle and pour it down his
He just drowns.
Viva Mexico!
He just drowns as it pours through his white beard and into every pit of his wrinkles. You can tell he's an older gentleman. He's seen better days. This may be the best night of his life.
You gotta remember it.
Let go of his nose and slap his head shut and push him off the bar.
And as he tips over the edge of the bar, you just see his little red gnome cap, just the little top. That's all you can see over the bar. And for the rest of the night, when you wander around the party, every now and then you just see that little red cap. And you know David's out there somewhere, probably bumping face first into somebody's ass.
Let's go. Oh, perfect.
As I vamp myself out of bull form. Oh, I need to make a Constitution saving throw because my blood to alcohol ratio has changed significantly.
Oh my God, that's right. You were drinking as a bull. Oh, he had 2 bowls full of booze.
I am currently zombie Chiquios. I'm at the point where I just don't talk. I'm just so drunk that I just kind of look too longingly, just bloodshot eyes at things. So you have still complete control of me, Emery.
Good.
He said good.
About this time, Mr. Corncob himself, Firebrand. Still with a little bit of a waddle, but not nearly as bad. A little bit more like like Cobblepot. Well, I hope you didn't give a whole bar away.
No, we had a good bar fight, a good round of chicken, and I made you about $200 in gold, so you're welcome.
Good, because I was definitely a double-handed gripper out there. I appreciate you.
It's not the first time I've done this. In my youth, I was a hell of a barkeep. I'm gonna grab a bottle out of speed rack and I'm gonna hold it up and go, payment?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Perfect. Leave persuasion +5. Yep. Oh, that's significantly better. That's 21.
Take it. It's good. My bowels are clean. Thank you. And he waddles back behind the bar. And as the revelry begins to start to die down just a little bit, everybody begins to tuck back into a booth together as a group.
I'm gonna steer Chiquios to his seat, and I'm gonna try to step off of him onto the table like Jack Sparrow off of the boat when it's sinking.
Yes, you do this effortlessly. As zombie Chiquios is just quietly sitting there, like the friend that's too stoned at the diner.
I'm gonna put down 6 shot glasses, pour them full, slide one to the side, push one in front of everybody else.
Chiquios.
Could you give me some chicken nuggets instead or something?
This lobster Benedict tastes like shit.
It's not lobster Benedict. It's whatever was in the speed rack.
Chiquios, you're ordering lobster Benedict from a fucking truck stop.
You have a good point.
Of course, it's gonna be bad.
Well, and
It was fine. The potatoes are fine.
He continues to eat it anyway, though.
Maybe some nachos instead? I don't really need another drink.
Oh, nachos.
Go on.
I could
Drink it up. You never know
Ruby's
what
got a good
drink
idea
might
here.
be your last.
And about the time it's your
old man.
you're hoping for some food, Magdrin shows up with a giant plate of nachos, potato skins, some boneless wings. Oh, don't you know, the appetizers here are always half off over 9 p.m. Me and Randy normally aren't at this late. Oh.
Perfect. Give us the whole platter and put it on his store's tab.
And that's when I slide shot 6 over to her.
Oh, yeah, don't forget the poutine. Ooh, it's the best.
Definitely going for a handful of poutine with
Magdalene,
curds and everything.
Why don't you join us? I think there's a spot open next to his store, yes?
Yeah, I'd love to stay, but I gotta go check on Randy. You gave him quite a scare.
Oh, he'll be
don't worry about
fine.
Randy. He'll be fine. Have a drink. Have some food with us. We just fought giants together, and you were absolutely amazing.
I gotta check on Siggy. You can't count on Randy to let him out.
You didn't bring Siggy?
No, I
Where
didn't.
is that honey badger?
I'll go check on Ziggy. You stay here. It's
No.
fine.
No, you youngins have a good rest of your evening. Now, if you don't say bye before you leave town, then we are gonna have words. And she gives you a little boop on the nose.
Which one? I'm
You,
assuming
Ruby.
his store. Ah, dang it. Thank you. I'll be sure to say goodbye. She's kind of like put off like that. She's like, I don't like that. Someone touches my nose. She does that weird like cat thing where she goes.
As Magdrin begins to make her way outside the establishment.
Well, I tried for you, Histor. I'm sorry. You could
Ah,
have had another wife.
I appreciate it, but she was never gonna get over Randy in time. I just hope he doesn't break her heart, or I'll have to break his legs.
I would break something else.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but because I was, me and Chiquios were busy, but that guy was definitely lying, 100%.
Lying
Never
about
gonna cut his
what?
own thumbs off. Never
Well,
gonna cut his
thank
own
you.
thumbs off.
Obviously, now that he's gone, you were a great help, Emery. Thank you.
I was preoccupied, but I've lied once or two. I could tell you, he wasn't gonna cut his thumbs off. No
We know
chance.
that about you, don't we?
Well,
Yeah,
here's the next thing. Next time I see him, I'm going to cut something more than just his fingers off. That debt is now paying up. That interest will add. Every day this passes that he doesn't cut his fingers off.
You're talking a mighty big talk there, little kitty.
Well, we'll see when it comes for payday, yes?
Well, I promise you, I won't stand in your way. You sound like you've made up your mind about that one.
In any case, I'm ready to put him behind me for now. That man deserves no more attention.
More shots! And that goes another round of
God.
5, since the 6th one is it's still undrank.
Hey, also while we're here, I didn't tell you when we were in town, but before we got to before all the chaos happened, but I got you guys a gift when we were out shopping,
Oh god.
and Emery's gonna hand them all keychains with their names on them.
Yes.
Thanks.
Do you know my name is spelled Histor, not Sitor.
That's the only one they had, man. They were out of the other histers.
What do I do with it? I don't. Have
Put your
keys.
stuff on it.
and just this little thought of genius. I pull out my dagger, and I find a way to hook it on the hilt of it, and hold it up for a second. So this is dagger with this little retarded, this is dumb keychain hanging off the back. Put it back down and go. Thank you.
Let's be honest, Nighthawk is the one who needs it because he tends to throw his weapons away.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Hey. Should put that on
throw
my
it.
page. If found, return to owner.
Does Chiquios have one as well?
Chiquios gets a keychain.
Oh, you're too good.
Mine doesn't actually have my name on it. It's just the license plate of the area. and it's like a wish you were here.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, absolutely.
How thoughtful.
They didn't have a Cheekios. It's not a common name around here.
Cheekios puts it on his earring. So it's currently hanging Lost Boys style off of his right ear.
Nice.
Easy there, Keith or Sutherland.
We talking Haim or Feldman?
Total Haim. Thank you, Emily.
It looks good. It looks good like that. Yeah, I think that's what it's for.
When I bend down, it actually kind of dips into the hollandaise sauce a little bit. Pull it back up. This is
that
horrible.
hollandaise sauce?
No, this is horrible. It's not good. Don't leave me be. Leave me be. I'm gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. That's a nat one.
What? That was the hollandaise sauce. Let you go.
Wham! Head first down into the plate. Plate actually
Does it splatter on anyone?
it splat just up and everywhere, and I actually broke the plate with my forehead.
So you're not in any danger right now? You're not going to drown in the hollandaise?
Nope.
Perfect. I'm going to do one of these since I've got some on my face and go, oh, yeah, he's right. It is shit.
It's a little runny. A little runny.
It's from Kelvin's Comfort. I don't know what you expected. You can get a bath here. And Emery's gonna sit down. Just I'm actually on the table at this point. I'm not even in the booth. I'm just on the table because I'm a goblin still. And I'm just gonna lay down amongst the plates and sleep.
He's got the right idea. Perhaps it is time for us to catch some sleep.
Hold on. Firebrand! Can we get a room in this place?
Oh, smart one.
Huh.
Let's just go take one, yes? We'll pay.
Firebrand!
And
Starting to succumb to the booze.
as Firebrand begins grumbling, you can see out of the corner of your eye, up at the end of the bar, is actually Markham sitting there and just makes a gesture to Firebrand. We got some rooms for you.
Ah, I knew I loved ya. Thank you. Not even recognizing the mark was part of this equation. Just pointing at Firebrand and scooping up a fucking goblin on the table and throwing him over my shoulder. Nycock, can you get Chiquios?
Sure.
And you shake my shoulder. It's fine. Okay. Chiquios gets up and throws an arm over your shoulder and begins to head with you guys back to the actually to the center area where the rock candy is sold at. You got to go up up through the shitty gift shop, upstairs, past the truck showers to get back to the rooms.
And as we were passing through, Nightcock looks over and actually sees a keychain with Hisser spelled correctly.
Ruby, are you making your way back to your room?
She's gonna slide down the bar by her new friend and say, "Would you like another drink?"
Damn.
On a night like this, of course.
Perfect. You can buy me one.
Seems I do owe you one at this point. More than just one.
We'll start. with
Firebrand.
one, yes?
And he just kind of awkwardly smooths over the top of his shaved head. And they bring 2 ales to the edge of the bar. Brent Shander owes you a Debt. Gratitude. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
There is no debt that needs to be paid. As long as we're always welcome here, we'll see this as a second home.
You're more than welcome, Ruby.
Me or the whole group?
He raises an eyebrow. Gives you a people's eyebrow. You gonna roll an insight check.
Ooh.
Looks, he goes, you and the rest of the group.
Well, thank you. So, tell me a little bit about what happened tonight. Do you know who he was asking for?
He's gonna go in with the reciprocating arm to the small of the back conversation.
Not familiar.
She just kind of laughs a little bit at his attempt. Not really phased, but like, oh, you're trying.
It's an old
Oh,
dog,
bless
man.
your heart.
Yeah.
Humored by it. Okay.
You don't got it still.
And he says, I'm sorry. What did you ask me again?
You're not very focused, are you? Or perhaps focused on something else.
It's a long day, Ruby.
That I do know. So,
A long day.
the Giants were asking for someone. Do you know them?
No, I don't know
Not
who
even-
I don't know who Artist Simber is.
That is
I
unfortunate.
don't have a clue.
I suppose that will be another thing for tomorrow, won't it?
We have much to do tomorrow.
Well, what could I do to help?
And he leans in and he gets like about an inch or so away from your face and just kind of leans in. We could really help. You could really help me. And he slides his hand forward over the cross of the bar. If you could, and the rest of the bunch go on patrol outside of Bryn Shander, and he slides his hand back off of your back, and there's just a handful of little, like, very definitely ripped out of the souvenir shop, little deputy badges.
Oh my god.
Like little children's sheriff badges.
You know what I mean?
Might as well slip her a pamphlet while you're at it.
Slides him forward. Be a debt of gratitude if you could possibly look to see if there's any other frost giants out there. I will talk to you in the morning. I trust that you could defend the south gate. That you two could patrol the outskirts of Bryn Shander as newfound deputies.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. She's trying so hard not to just laugh in his face. Like, this is not where she thought it was going, but this is highly amusing to her.
I will report with you and the rest of the group at dawn. And you will be fairly compensated.
Well,
This
we
isn't a freebie.
appreciate it. No,
Ru-
we'll be doing actual work. That makes sense.
Room, board, be taken care of in Calvin's comfort for your stay in Bryn Shander.
Well, we'll only be staying so long. We have a few things of our own that we have to handle, you know?
You never know. You could take to the deputy life. And he gives you a
Yeah,
wink.
well-
Pulls up his large belt buckle. Runs his hands back over his dark skin and smooth shaven head. You can see a little glint go off of his gold earrings on either side of his ears. time for me to get my beauty rest, Ruby.
Yes, it does look like you need some more beauty, doesn't it?
Markham turns around with a big Texas grin on his face as he walks out of Calvin's comfort.
The arms of Sir Barrister.
She totally read this situation wrong completely. She looks at like, oh, okay.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me do that.
That was a miss. I need another shot before I go up.
And when Markham leaves, you see Sir Barrick slide down to the end of the bar.
This is round 2.
Yes!
Yes, let's go.
Who's left at the end of the bar when the lights are now turned back up? Like, oh, damn
It's just
it.
good to see you, Ruby.
Oh,
You fought valiantly behind that tree today.
listen, we all have our roles to play. Someone's still up and about because of our team.
Did you see me slide through that giant's nostrils? Why?
Yes, that was a thing you did.
Everything was
She's
going
making him
according
work
to
hard
plan.
for this bragging. She's really playing it off that she is unimpressed. kind of like how a cat toys with its meal.
Firebrand! This lady needs some wine. More wine.
I don't know if the bartender is still up. You should probably just grab the bottle at this point.
And you look over and Firebrand's there, but he's not there.
Called it.
Fine. I will do it myself as a knight of Tier.
I didn't realize
least
knights
that
have
I
that
could do.
unique ability. Is that part of your knighting that you can just take drinks now and they're automatically a bartender?
Comes back. A knight can take
Can take what?
God.
knight can
What
take
can a knight do?
anything he desires in times of war.
That's not creepy.
Slightly off-putting.
As he,
Well,
as he pours himself a very creepy beverage.
what is this? Well, that's an interesting thought. I suppose I didn't realize knights were so entitled.
You saw what I can do on the battlefield.
A lot of us can do a lot on the battlefield.
Fuck.
She's savage.
I rolled a Constitution saving throw of a 2 as I slowly sip onto my wine. I ask you what your major was in university.
God.
And as the sounds begin to drown into the harp in the background, Sir Barrick asses out in mid-conversation to you.
I have got to find better promises than this. These are not great
Ruby.
prospects. With that, she takes all the badges and she pins them on herself. She just wears all of the deputy badges. These are hers now. She's 6 times a junior deputy. She takes the bottle from Sir Barris. Oh god, my throat's giving out now. She takes the bottle and she decides to just walk upstairs and say, this is The most disappointing night she's had in a while.
Yeah, no for
Town is
two.
Filled with disappointing men. And she decides to call it a night.
All right. Everybody go ahead and click a long rest on your character sheets.
Nice.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
Needed.
Randy will also take a long rest, knowing he is safe.
Randy's in fucking Nightstone by now. He doesn't care.
Safe
He
and
knows
free.
what's best for himself, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't help you, Ruby. It's a truck stop bar, you know? There's not a whole lot of extravagant young men hanging out at the truck stop bar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Brent Shander.
They started out real promising and then this got disappointing very fast.
It's a lot like life.
Yeah. I guess that's what happens when you try to pick up dates at a late night diner.
Markham,
100%.
Markham
Like
still
trying to
had
get laid at a
business on the
Waffle
mind.
House.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I'm getting laid at a waffle.
Try to get laid at the Waffle House, man.
My head, Malacca. I wake up and I'm in a fucking beanbag chair in the corner of Nightcock's room.
The best part, you actually have your feet up on my back and I'm sleeping on the floor.
I just kick you in the ass.
What? Is the coffee ready? Because I got shit. Oh, what time is it? Okay.
Sunrise. It is sunrise. At least I don't know. It is time.
Set the snooze. I want to go back to bed.
It's time for me to
Wide
get
awake.
water.
All right, let's wake up, lazies. Time to
Emery,
get going.
Emery is still on that
Where did you
table.
come from? I thought you were chasing tail last night.
Trust me, there was no tail.
Well, you were at the Flying J after all. Oh, excuse me.
Well, you didn't have eyes for Markham, did you?
Markham seemed to have eyes for something else.
I look down and I see those deputy pins. Did you get a pin for each round, Ruby?
Very, very funny. I am now a deputy sheriff, so you all have to listen to me.
Deputy Sheriff times 6.
Times 6. So you
Why on
all...
earth do you have 5 deputy sheriff badges on
I
you?
am now a deputy, so you all have to listen to me, and I'm now in charge.
But there's 5 of us, so that's bullshit. Why do you have 5 badges on you?
Since
and
when
I
are
need
you good at
coffee?
numbers? It's fine. Like, you really care. Listen. Who's wearing the badges and who has no badges?
You're such a pain in the ass sometimes.
I'm wearing the badges. I'm the one in charge. You have no
Then
badges.
fine.
Thank
Fine.
you.
Hawk wants to try to
As the
sneak one of
one
those
wearing the
badges.
badges, you order the fucking breakfast and give me some coffee because I'm not moving.
I am
Until
not
I
your
get
maid.
them.
I don't
No.
care. I don't care if you had to sleep with Markham to get badge. I would like a
No.
badge.
That's
Nighthawk
not
wants
how
to try
this
to
works.
sneak one of
It
those
is
badges
an
off.
honor. That's
You
I'm
can,
sure-
you can slide a Adam badge off for it. Let's go.
I want
I-
to sneak one of the badges.
I'm
Different
distracted.
bastards.
I'm currently distracting, so you can do that with advantage, Netcock.
Okay.
I-
Sleight of hand, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though I did not sleep with Markham, I would still require to get deputy badge.
I did not sleep with him.
20, not
I would have
natural.
loved them to get one of those shiny badges.
20, not natural.
Oh yeah, you totally snagged one of those bad boys.
Nice.
All right. So you're distracting her. I just sneak one of those off, and I'm like slapping on myself. And I'm like, look, I am captain now. No, I'm just kidding.
This works. That is not how this works. Fine, whatever. Take your stupid pins.
God,
You ruin everything. Ah. She takes a pin off and she throws it at his head. Bounces on his forehead.
Grab it and I go, look, I have one of Ruby's sex pins.
That's not what it is. That's not how I learned it.
I'm not so sure if I'm comfortable wearing this.
I have gone for one round with Markham now.
Is it Markham or Robert Baratheon's son? I can't remember.
It's more likely that Markham did it with you than with me, so.
What are you saying about Markham?
Markham is not interested in me. He's more interested in being carried out by a certain gentleman. You guys could probably be on that list.
Chikios looks back and he goes, of course, I am just as attractive to men as women. Look at me.
Yes, we're all looking at you.
He does
She passed him on the
prestidigitation, and he when he does prestidigitation, he goes ahead and alters his fey form a little bit to go for some morning robes. This time, though, his morning robes are more like Ric Flair's robes. Lots and lots of rhinestone and glitter as they are green and gold.
Is it weird that when you said morning robes, that was actually the first thing I thought of?
Not weird at all.
All right, just making sure, because as soon as he said morning robes, all I thought was, woo!
Gonna walk that aisle with style and profile.
Where's Emery? Where's Emery?
Meanwhile, you hear a crash of plates downstairs as Emery wakes up on the table.
Nobody got Emery!
Blinking an eye, both his eyes. And as he's waking up, super hungover, looking around, realizing he's in goblin form, he's gonna change.
Are you in that booth with Firebrand?
No, I'm on the table with the plates.
He's back at the table.
I'm gonna shift, but I'm super hungover, so it's like not all at once. It's like one leg shoots out, and then like an arm, and those plates are gonna scatter everywhere. And I'm gonna look over and look over at one of these plates that's on the booth and just grab a handful of lobster Benedict and put it in my mouth. And as I'm sitting up trying to figure,
it's still, even with it setting there and dehydrating a little bit, you notice it's still just a bit too runny. Still just a bit runny.
Needs lemon. And I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go sit at the bar. Like walking all the broken plates though that I kick off the table.
And it's just cleanup crew. It's not even service. Yes, Hister did try to pick him up, but he was too drunk. We're just gonna rule it that. He half-assed made an attempt to pick him up, but he got distracted. And it's just like they're picking up broken beer bottles and everything else. You realize that like there's no service going on here yet. As one of the ladies from the front comes over and gives you one of those amethyst-colored rock candies, and kind of gives you a tap on the shoulder. Here, you'll probably need to suck on this for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what she said.
She goes, there's no need to be rude.
Yeah, sorry, it's early, and he's gonna put that rock candy in his mouth. Thank you, and he's gonna, when she turns to walk away, he's gonna reach over the bar and try to grab whatever the first bottle he can grab is.
You get
a glass.
You got short little arms, so it's difficult. Are you still in your goblin form?
No, I one limited time, all janky like, transform back into dad bod.
Yeah, you reach back over, and it's the only thing that's out is just saran wrap covered tops of firebrands.
God.
Yeah.
You're like,
take that.
Yeah. As the cleanup crew just continues to go around you, you just pour yourself a little hair of the dog straight into your gullet. Oh, and it burns, and it's shitty cinnamon.
And it's gonna run down my face too. I don't even care. Just
the rest of us make our way downstairs. This is what we see at the bar while everyone's cleaning up around you. With our new little deputy sheriff badges, we will go ahead and break there and let everybody go use the restroom real quick.
Thank you, Jesus.
God.
good God.
Hey, sometimes you hang out in a bar for half an episode, chat. Oh yeah, man. Ruby couldn't read those signals. She thought she had Markham wrapped around her finger. Oh, there we go. I like that. Sin, we're gonna roll with that. When he comes back, that's what I'm gonna tell him. We're gonna rule that he picked up David instead. Oh shit. For real, man. Hey, you gotta take the edge off. By the way, Sin just came up with it. They figured out. You didn't pick up Emery. You picked up David the Gnome.
David the Gnome?
You picked him.
Yeah. So that's the one who's in the room with us?
We're gonna retcon that David, who's actually a halfling and not a gnome.
No.
As you go back upstairs, to go back up, you think that you left your think you left something back up in the room. You can just see the butt ass naked body of David snoring over in the corner.
I'm gonna look real hard at him and go, God damn, I thought that was Emery. Why is he naked? And not even giving a second thought, I'm just gonna get my shit, turn around and go back downstairs.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, Sen, you're a beast. You're a
That's
beast.
Yeah,
So
Death was like, no man, he picked up Emery. I was like, yeah, he did.
I picked up something, but you gotta remember, at this point, I am pretty deep into my evening, aside from passing out, waking up, having, you know, that rush of adrenaline, doing bar for a little bit, and then going back to drinking. Dude, I didn't know which way it was up or down. I could have picked up a poodle and thought it was Emery.
Yeah,
The funny thing is, this is like college parties for me.
Oh yeah. I even retcon, or not retcon, but I flavored that Sir Barrick Nat 2 as my college backdrop. With I once asked a girl what her major was 6 times in a row.
Oh God,
I was so hammered.
So you're not the only one.
No,
We've
I
all
was
been
in-
there before.
I was in self-preservation conversation mode.
You were
what?
talking so you didn't throw up.
Yeah. No, I was drinking malt liquor. I mean, so what'd she expect?
Oh, dude, the devil.
Yeah, it really was.
Doesn't matter what Bobby Boucher's mom says. Malt liquor is the devil. You guys got your keto-friendly snacks. You got your bacon wrapped cheese sticks ready to go.
I got a taco.
A cold
choices.
taco.
A cold taco. Cold taco. Taco. Put it on the fridge.
Would you like some taco sauce to go with that so you can have a wet taco?
Nope. Sure would not.
No, you sure?
I like them dry. Real dry.
Chat was wondering if that's the last they'll ever see of Randy.
No, I guarantee you it won't be. Or will it?
Randy will be seen again in the sequel.
There may be a Randy one shot at some point.
Randy and his perverted friends go on one last adventure to a Hooters.
Randy in the dripping caves.
And then Ruby just shows up at the end and murders. It's fine.
Like literally the adventure is Randy and his friends go to Hooters and are inappropriate to the wait staff.
As long as
Dirty old men.
Randy's a connoisseur though. He's more of a Twin Peaks guy.
Oh yeah, Twin Peaks.
there
They're
you
gonna go to the Twin Peaks. That would be a Bryn Shander.
Didn't even
Tilted kilt. Maybe a tilted kilt.
The shittiest
Oh,
one
God.
shot of all time.
As long as Randy's alive,
Uh,
there's a chance he'll be back.
Randy and Reginald go to White Castle. Oh, Dr. Death wins.
no.
Oh.
That was good.
Captain, this is your one chance. Take it over forever. Hold your peace.
That would be awesome. Oh.
It'd be the worst one shot ever.
Like a total
I would
Arya
watch
move.
And by the way, while you guys were gone, we figured out that Hister did try to scoop up Emery from the table, but
Oh,
instead he actually picked up David, the halfling, not the gnome. And so he's actually butt naked, passed out upstairs. Hister had to go back to check and see if he left something, and
Yep.
David's passed out, ass up.
My God.
All right, everybody with their new badges have walked down the steps.
Are
Finding
we still wearing 2?
Whose badge
is
do
right.
you have?
Mine.
Emery's.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
He doesn't know yet.
Oh, good morning. As they walk down the stairs.
I'm doing some morning shopping before we go. Does anybody want to go with me?
What are you shopping
I'll go.
for?
Sure, why not?
I need something. Clearly what I'm wearing is not enough. I need to find myself some armor.
What's with all the fancy badges you guys are wearing?
Don't worry
Nothing.
about that.
Yeah, don't worry.
I
That's
slept
fine. You
with,
guys look like a bunch of tools.
as you can see properly, that I have slept with Markham, the sheriff of the town. Ruby has slept with him precisely twice.
That's
No,
not
no.
what that is. That
I'm
is
gonna look
not
at-
what it is.
I'll lean in and look at the badge a little bit. Looks like you guys had a fun night.
Mm.
No, it wasn't. It was disappointing.
She.
It's not what
Ruby.
the badges say.
No, the badges are a sign of that disappointment.
What, I should have asked you before I put this on, Ruby. Am I required to do things now?
Yes, you have to protect the town now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Malaka.
protect this shithole?
It's too late. You've put the badge on, so this is now your
Oh,
responsibility.
thank God I don't have a badge.
Yeah, he's free. Emery can do whatever he wants.
Now come
The
over.
rest of you,
Can I try and grab a badge off of you and just
We're-
slam it onto him?
Yeah, we're both feverishly
try.
trying to get our badges off. What a bunch of assholes.
I hope there's like some magic that holds those badges now like permanently
You,
on them.
you
Oh,
try to
God.
handle it to me, and I'm like, no, I do not want the badge.
It's a-
Why are you talking like you're
Pin.
trying to be Canadian or something?
If
Pin-
anything, that makes
I
you
don't-
more of
I
this
don't
town.
know.
Pin that fur trapper.
All right, first, so Ruby goes for it. Like she tries to tackle him to pin Emery down.
No.
I'm
Do you-
gonna pitch in on this. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll try and help hold him down
I'll
too.
help. No, actually, no. I got something. So keep going.
Wait.
What do you have going on?
do,
No,
do you,
keep going.
Emery, do you even resist when she pounces?
I'm too hungover to resist.
Yeah. Pounce and pin.
All right.
Get the fuck off me.
You've been
As-
deputized.
Shit.
Welcome to the club.
As they're
Does this mean I have to sleep with Markham?
No. Okay.
Because I'm not really into it.
All right. As they're pinning the badge on Emery, the back of his shirt kind of slides up, and I see this like little temporary tattoo. It says Markham was here, and rough night, Emery. Don't remember it all.
No, just the lobster Benedict.
Roll to see if I noticed that.
That's beautiful. That's a good idea.
I would say 17, probably. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Notice it.
You have-
Is that does that say Markham was here on your ass?
You look
Oh,
around.
Ruby! I know why he didn't go home with you. He's,
Somebody already made them happy. Gosh.
Mudcats.
Emery's just gonna shrug it off and say, "Meh." He's gonna pour more of that stuff in his mouth
Yeah.
doesn't even care. Man,
Emily, I am one for the.
You're gonna need that.
I am one for a good time too. It's All right, do what you want.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing that's ever happened.
It's true.
So,
Alright, so
when
now
you're
we've
doing that,
confirmed
can you
who earned us the
shapeshift into a
badges.
girl if you want?
Emery's gonna change into Jessica Rabbit.
Ah.
And then
Can
back
we,
to Dad Bod.
Can we go upstairs?
Yeah, you wish.
All right, weirdos, it's time to get going, okay?
I already think of all of my encounters now, if they were changeling, or if they were normal.
It's okay. Don't worry about it, Chiquios. They were all normal.
As long as you
right?
enjoyed them, does it matter?
It doesn't. I liked it all. Well, don't be so hard on Markham. I would earn badge with Markham too.
Well, I didn't even get the chance to, so.
Well, now that we got our pretty badges, let's go shopping and do whatever we need to do since we're, I don't know, this.
Yeah, what are we
Pointing randomly to the badge that's taped to my armor.
what are we going shopping for? What do we need?
I need some armor. It is, I'm feeling vulnerable out there. I'd like to get something. Not a
got these-
shield, that's too bulky for me.
I got these horns. We can do something with them. I'm gonna hold up the horns that I cut off the helmet of the ice giant.
What do I do with horns?
I don't know. We gotta
She
find
takes-
an armorer. They can do something cool. Maybe it's magical. Shit, I don't
Takes
know.
them, and she puts her hands in them and goes, I'm a monster!
Take them out. Quit
She's
mocking
a-
me.
Poking at him.
She's a
Look how
monster.
helpful this is. What a great idea he's for.
I'll find an armor that can do something at least. I'll tell
Alright.
you.
Let's
I
go find
could,
ourselves an armor.
I could use maybe some. All right, maybe I'll peek around, see what kind of daggers are in this town.
All right. Enough talk. Let's move out. So let's go out into the street. Start looking for what, maybe listening to for the sounds of an armor. That might direct us.
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
As you guys
Whoever
walk
makes stuff.
outside, you can hear the boarding
Ooh.
of planks.
Thanks.
You can
What
hear
is that?
the general sounds of contractor work as the town begins to put itself back together again.
That was quick.
And as you stare out at a town that's regrouping itself, I want one of you to roll a 1d10.
This is her quest.
Ruby, it's all you. It's your
Okay.
quest.
As she does that, I smell hints of maple syrup in the air.
5.
Ooh. They smell hints of vomit.
God.
Eggs Benedict coming back and fine.
All right. As Ruby, as you step out into the cold, for the first time, you don't feel all that chilly at all. It's almost like you're surrounded in a warm blanket as you walk outside.
This isn't normal.
At the same
Well,
time,
Nice.
I want you to roll a survival check with advantage.
Oh, okay. $19.
19. As your ears up to the air, you try to listen for the strike of an anvil. You can faintly hear it. Ting, ting, not too far off the distance of the center of town.
All right, we're going this way. She starts walking off in that direction, not even waiting to see if anyone follows her.
I'm gonna follow.
Nighthawk falls too. Nighthawk.
Yeah, I'll drag my ass that way.
She sees them doing that and she's like, it's because I'm the
Badass.
leader now. She kind of like straightens her deputy pin a little bit.
I'm gonna grab Emery, just pull him up the line so he's not dragging behind. Where's Chiquios?
Chiquios is in foot. He's Jack Sparrowing back behind. A little bit.
Looking for some place to do something that sounds fun.
And as you guys go through the center of market, you can see that the mulled wine stand didn't make it.
Is Frozen Balls dead?
Can't tell. There's a lot of splintered buildings and destruction. You don't know if you made it or not. You know there's just no mulled wine when you walk past this time. And it's a sad state of affairs. Ugh. It is already getting cold here. I regret everything about coming to the north. Ugh. How are you not cold, Ruby? It's freezing here.
Quite warm. Are you guys not warm?
I know the sun is out for once here, but it is not warm at all. It's
Toasty.
It's just like tailgate. It's very deceiving. It is cold and windy and miserable here, even if the sun is out.
That is unusual. I'm experiencing quite warm weather. And I'm not wearing tons of armor.
The heat of passion burns strong within you, Ruby. You have earned these badges.
Chiquios, let's be honest. This girl hasn't earned anything in her life, so that's a nice thought. But
Chiquios' eyes get really big.
You can't tell anyone that.
All right, secret, safe with Chiquios.
Yes, if you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
Your secret, he laughs a little bit. Your secret is safe with me.
Good. Now let's get going and quit asking random questions. I don't know why you're cold. Perhaps you're thin-skinned or something.
As you slowly make your way, you can hear that anvil drawing louder and louder. You can see a large sign that says Black Iron Blades.
Ruby at first knocks and realizes probably can't be heard over it. So she... Oh, he does.
Who goes there?
It's me. And she just leaves it at that.
Me? Who's that there? Takes part of his goggles off, puts them up his head. Welcome to Black Iron Blades.
We feel welcome, thank you. We're looking for some armor. Do you think you can help us?
Looks you. I don't know what a cat needs armor for, but...
Well, it's the same reason that any adventurer does. We take attacks, we need armor to stop attacks. Quite simple.
Fair enough.
Certainly you're familiar with them, yes?
Fair enough.
Thank you. Think you can whip up something that'll be stronger for me?
I don't think your frail body can carry what I'm working on right now.
Well, let's work on something that I can help with. If you're good enough at this, we'll do well, alright?
I am. He goes, head over to the back of the shop. May see something more your style.
Alright, thank you. She just dashes off back there.
Emery's gonna walk up to him. Do you, I assume you make blades here. Do you happen to have anything for
Yes, my name is Garn.
Okay. Hi, Garn. I'm Emery.
Yes.
Do you have anything possibly for someone who might specialize in two-weapon fighting? Someone who might want to use 2 blades.
2 blades.
I've got these daggers. I'm gonna whip them out, but they're a little uninspired.
He grabs it, flips it back and forth. Oh, now the weight's all wrong. The weight's all wrong. He's gonna pull a couple of pieces off the rack. Go ahead and describe what these 2 blades look like. Okay.
Oh, do I get to pick what they are?
Flavor what they look
Okay.
like.
Do they have to be daggers?
They can be short swords.
Nice. Okay. They're 2 short swords, but they've got a hook to them, a little bit of a hook, with a bar that comes out of the hilt, and so you could grab it and put it against your forearm, and hook with your elbow even, or you can use them as like scimitars.
Kind of twirl them around a little bit. They look good on you. Glances down.
They feel pretty nice, pretty light, fast.
He sees the deputy star on your chest. One of Markham's new deputies, are you?
Oh yeah.
And he-
Absolutely. I'm gonna shine that thing up. Absolutely, we're here to protect the town.
And Garn flips his goggles up over the top of his head. You can see he's just covered in soot. Other than that, seems like a typical northerner human. Gets back up and pulls his ledger. I'll make sure to bill that to the county then. All right. Make sure let the rest of your friends know. You currently have
Hey
2.
guys, it's on the county. We got these. We're Markham sent us over here to get some gear. Remember? Look over it. Remember?
I'm gonna run over with the giant horns. I'm gonna offer them up to him and go, I got these from a giant's helm. Can you make me something cool?
Can I make you something cool? He
Yeah.
kind of leans in and flips his goggles up over. I can make you something real fucking randy.
I knew I liked you, so I'm gonna pull out Big Mood. I'm gonna offer it to him. Say, sword has been in my family for 100 generations, passed down from first male to first male. Yeah, put a new edge on it for me.
What can do that?
Jump up and down real excited because the short sword has not been sharpened in probably a decade.
Looks at it and he goes, what, you been trying to cut butter with this thing? Swings it back around. Jesus Christ.
Giants, my friend, giants and ogres and all sorts of creatures.
It smells like it too.
Ah, good. Then I'll trust you to put a new edge on it and make it beautiful again.
Ruby, you come running out of the back with a piece of studded leather armor.
Ooh.
Describe what it looks like.
It kind of fits with her current top that it kind of goes across just this top part here, giving her like these set shoulders that kind of lift up a little bit on the top part here and then come over and drape down along the sides a lot looser as it goes down on that end. And this does just kind of give this high collar that goes across the entire side from left to right. And she kind of simply like sets it on and it sits like a wide collar around her shoulders.
I think that'll do. It's a little bit more your style.
It is. I think this is almost as if it were made for me. Thank you.
Goes back to his ledger. You can go ahead and add studded leather armor to your sheet. Emery, you can add +1 short swords to your sheet.
Yeah.
You're awful quiet over there, Birdman.
Yeah, I really would like maybe an upgrade to my bow here. Anything you can do for me?
Takes a look at your bow. Why? Okay. Not even a recurve. Looks at it and he goes, "This thing is shit. Look at the string. It's the last time you waxed this thing." Ugh.
It's been a while.
He goes back and he pulls out.
Trust me.
I'm gonna elbow history. Be like, yeah, but it has been.
Amazing.
And I hear this, I look over at Emery and I go,
Oh, spear.
I don't have Markham's name on my back, so I'm good.
He pulls a bow out from the Mac. Go ahead and flavor what it looks like.
All right. It's just gonna be like a dark, almost like black color bow. It's gonna have like a little spot that looks like I can start like marking notches for every kill that I get with that bow. And as I like engrave it, it kind of puts it out into this like bright silver type of color. As every kill I get, I can start marking it. It just looks a lot more durable. Definitely a big upgrade to what I have. And then at the top of it, he wrote Birdman.
That'll be a start. Goes back and marks that on on his ledger. Go ahead and give yourself a +1 longbow on your character sheet.
How do I do that?
You
If
can
you
go
go
to
under
equipment.
Okay, yeah. So I just search for it then, or do I just
Yeah,
edit
you'll
the
have
line?
to add equipment.
Okay.
So it'll be that red button, and then you can start to type it in. And it should have bow like +1, and you
You gotta
can
click
choose to
manage
add
equipment. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That. Yeah, or manage equipment. Ruby takes a look around and takes a glance to see if she notices any weapons that might interest her. Catch her eye. Particular, maybe any daggers.
And as you begin to browse around the shop, he goes into full montage mode and starts hammering away and creating Hister's helmet and sharpening the blade. Because this is our D&D and we can speed shit up if we fucking want.
Yeah.
Ruby, go ahead and roll
Okay.
a D20 with advantage.
Okay.
And yes, a bunch of this is because of your interactive rolls earlier, chat.
Okay. Do I add anything to it, or is it just a
Nope.
pure roll?
It was a straight one.
Okay. That is going to be a 14.
A 14.
Glad I had advantage. The other one was a nat 1.
You're able to
Boy.
find one item that you're looking for.
Okay.
What would you like to find?
I'd like to find something cool. Let's go with an improved dagger. I'd like to find a sharper, more effective dagger.
You can flavor exactly what it looks like as well. As you pull it off the shelf, you find one with just the right balance to it.
He kind of holds it up and tests the balance. It's quite simple. The handle itself is just a simple dark wood stain on it, and the blade of the knife itself is very sleek and kind of curved slightly, a bit like a cat's claw, and along the thick spine of the dagger itself is a little woven, intricate design of flowers all along the edge of it.
That's fucking cool.
Something fierce and deadly, but yet slightly feminine and dainty.
Still pretty at the same time. It has to accessorize with my paws.
It's lovely. Deadly and gorgeous. So,
Go ahead and
what-
add a +1 dagger to your character sheet. Well, I think that looks good for you too.
does,
Garn
doesn't
goes
it?
and
Thank
puts
you.
it on his ledger. Hey, Antler Boy.
Ah, what you got?
Not you. Points back and goes, a fancy one out there in the robes. And you realize that Chikios is still wearing his Ric Flair robes. Oh, they would have got to was wearing this.
Chiquios.
I don't need anything. And he takes that time to change into his fancy ass Magneto cape, his green and gold. And the misogynist that he is grabs himself in the junk. I have all the weapons that I need. Gone.
Can I look at the armor and go, can you make him a codpiece?
With his ego, I don't think it'll fit.
You're probably right, my friend. You're probably right.
What do you find what you're looking for, Ruby?
This is helpful. Thank you. Of course, if you have anything else that comes to mind, I'd be happy to take a look.
What's your fighting style?
I've got a little of everything, but if it comes to weapons, I typically wield two. Something quick and sharp. It allows me to attack quickly with both of them each time.
You don't say.
I just
And he
did,
goes and he
yes.
starts scrounging around, digging up, and he's tossing bits and pieces and parts left to right. He pulls out a very slender guarded rapier that has a similar pattern of flowers across its guard as well. Not many people here looking for something with such finesse. It's been a long time since I went south and saw one of these wielded. Pulls out and he presents you that +1 rapier.
This is an honor. She kind of holds it for a second, balances it again, and then kind of gives it a few movements, almost to show that she is proficient in it, as proof that she is worthy to be granted something like this.
That'll help you get in and out.
This is quite thoughtful of you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Ting, ting, ting. And you can see as he's beating across that anvil, there's definitely something magical in nature. The amount of work that he's done in a short period of time has been incredible, as you can already see your helmet being perfectly formed around your big ass dragon head. As you now have a +1 helmet. And I don't know if you'll be able to pull one of those up in the sheet or not. We can make it for you. If not, you can just temporarily raise your AC by 1.
Okay.
With your big ass dragon horns sticking out from either side. You finish up, sing, carving up your blade. Give yourself a +1 to your long sword.
Yeah.
Nice.
them hot rolls are coming in now.
Dang.
Goes over to his ledger, finishes up packing away. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nighthawk would look at him and say, I've got some light leather armor. Is there anything you can do to give me an upgrade? Not a huge upgrade, but just a little bit of an upgrade.
No, give him a huge upgrade. Look at him.
I have to be able to fly.
That's true. It looks real bad.
And it says, go back into the back. Look at those leathers. As you walk past the leather armor, you also pull out a set of studded leather, but you can flavor it however you want it to look.
Oh man. Okay, is it upper leather, lower leather?
How are you?
Decide.
You
right,
decide. It's your leather armor.
I look at it and I say, look like assless chaps. Yeah, whatever. I'll take them. And then so I just get some. I take those chaps with me, and then I also pull some upper body leather as well. It's just a little bit of an upgrade. It's kind of like that black leather, black leather. Looks very similar to like the pattern of my bow. So I match and accessorize here. You
Look like you're from the Matrix.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it comes with a green and red pill holder too. So. Yeah, so that's what I'd like to have is just some lower and upper body leather there.
You can go ahead and add studded leather armor to your sheet as well.
All right.
So you guys have all received a significant upgrade. And he looks back, and this will be due to the collective interactive rolls that have been dropped in the last minute that were all above a DC that I set. He pulls out 5 elvish earpieces.
Ooh.
Walkie talkies.
Ooh.
I know Markham would want you to have these if you're out in the field.
I think Mortcrum would like a couple things from our party. Not
As
me
he-
though. She's
Hands
still
them
bitter
out.
about that.
You can all now communicate within. I think we rule that it's like 1,000 feet.
Cool.
Hands them out, and they're cool. They pull right over your normal ear and kind of come to a point. So they really just look like a snazzy ass fucking accessory to the top of your ear, and you can flavor what yours look like in your head at any point in time. You don't need to tell me right now what it looks like, but at some point in time when you use it, you can flavor it just a little bit. Yes. If you don't mind, I'm gonna need to get back to resealing the stock now. As he finishes up tooling his ledger, riding into the county. We'll have some work to do. Or if you need any replacements while you're here in Bryn Shander, you know where to find me.
We do, thank you. I expect we'll be back sometime. Keep working on some stuff for us. Anything custom we'd, of course, appreciate.
No, you just unloaded all the customs I got here. Most of what I make is standard for the Northerners.
Well, you now have a new standard, don't you?
Aye.
We'll be back sometime. Thank you for your work.
Good luck adventuring. Hey, if you see one of those frost giants, put one of those weapons right up there in his ass for me.
Will
Deal.
do.
With your new weapons in tow, you walk back out of Black Iron Blades. Chikios kind of gives a good glance up and over everyone. You look good. You all look like well-polished turds now.
Very kind of.
Emery's gonna flash his blades a little bit, do a little blade work. Does this look turdy to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those look like they can possibly save me from dying to frost giant. I will respect that.
Speaking of frost giants, we need to go around and make sure that we're protecting the town from frost giants. So we'll need to do a big sweep of the group.
Oh,
city.
yes. Yes, free weapons come with price.
Well, don't
Yes.
worry. Yes, you get the free weapons, but we'll also get paid, and we get room and board. So
How much?
How much?
Yes.
Listen.
Yes, would be how much did you negotiate with
How
Markham?
much?
Listen, I figured since you have a better standing with them, apparently you, Emery, since you've got a nice little mark to show it, that perhaps you would be in the better standing to negotiate.
You're telling me you accepted a job without negotiating the payment first?
I just took the badges. I didn't accept it. You accepted it by putting it on without...
That's a terrible fucking deal.
You put on the badge without even hearing any part
You
of
put
it.
the badge on me. I didn't put it on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's-
Children.
Come
This
on.
city has obviously given us a lot. So let's give a little bit back and kill some giants if they're around.
Markham
Alright,
probably
let's
told
find
her the job came with great exposure. The adventurers from around the world would know of the defense of Bryn Shander. Yes. For the clout. We will do this for the clout.
Oh, the clout.
Good clout.
I could use some more clout.
You know, if you guys were so aware of how things are supposed to be and so experienced, then you would have been able to stay up and actually handle this negotiation instead of leaving it to me.
We had other things going on, Ruby.
Ruby, I want you to make a history check to see if you can remember any other details that may have slipped through your brain.
Oh, God. Okay. That's gonna be a 15.
15. Give me 1 second as I pull this out. And you go, oh, matter of fact, you do remember. There's 1,000 gold bounty for every giant head that you bring back.
Look at that. There's 1,000 gold bounty for every giant head we get.
Hey, why didn't
See?
you say that?
I told you this town was loaded.
Hey, maybe I should mention now that. So last night at the bar, I overheard someone. You remember that dude, that one guy the Giants were yelling for? His son was in the bar with us last night. I didn't really give a shit at the time, but seems important now that we're in charge of taking care of the town.
Ooh,
What?
Arctimar?
Artisimber.
Why didn't you
Yeah,
tell
that
us
guy.
this?
His son was
guy.
in the bar drinking. We were bullfighting.
Ruby runs over to him, like puts both of her paws like around his face and kind of like squishes it together, which is pretty squishy since it's a dad bod. 'Cause why didn't
Hey,
you
now.
tell us this earlier?
It didn't seem like our problem.
Is our problem? It was our problem before that was even mentioned. It's our problem now. It was our problem when it was mentioned. How do
I
you
didn't
not
have a
put these
fancy
things
badge
together?
then.
Ugh.
I just thought we were gonna leave.
Listen, and she kind of like pokes him in the chest with her little claw.
In his defense,
It's our job.
Ruby, I was drunk enough to order lobster Benedict in Bryn Shander. It was a long
I'm
night.
impressed you remember to that you even did that.
I remember because it was horrible. It was very runny.
It wasn't that bad. You were just drunk.
Fine.
You're correct.
We need to find this son. He's here. You remember what he looks like?
Maybe. I mean, if I saw him, I think I'd probably recognize him.
Oh, good. Then we'll just knock on every single door till you find the man who looks like him. Yes?
I guess we got nothing else to do.
What?
Here's
That's
a-
a terrible idea.
Here's a question for you, Cap.
She's going
I have a feature called Ear to the Ground.
Oh.
You familiar with that?
Read it.
All right. trying to find where I saw that. I talked to her the other day about
now
it.
that I mention it,
Yeah.
Now you mention it, he kind of looks like this. I'm gonna shapeshift into that guy.
All right,
real quick.
there you go. Here's what I got. You're in frequent contact with people in the segment of society that your chosen quarries move through. These people might be associated with the criminal underworld, the rough and tumble folk of the streets, or members of high society. The connection comes in the form of a contact in any city you visit, a person who provides information about the people and places of the local area.
Yeah, ask your
Maybe we
contacts. Do they know that face?
Yeah, is it anybody in this town that I could possibly get a hold of might be able to tell us where the son of Articember's at?
You have a good idea where to start looking. As Emery shapes in choose kind of I'll say it. It's pretty well. It's like John Candy and Canadian bacon.
more dad bod these already got going on.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I was going for.
yeah. It's he's got the fur trapper hat up over his head. It's totally John Candy from Canadian bacon. This is the look. There's a lot of flannel, and that disheveled blonde hair underneath the cap. 100%.
This is I think I don't know, I was drunk. This is what I think the guy looked like. So it was like shaped into this guy's form.
God,
You guys remember seeing this guy?
Really drunk if you think people look like that.
What? I mean, this is a person.
Okay. Where are we at? Are we all?
You're just outside of Black Iron Blades.
All right.
All right.
Yes, that gift.
That face.
I'd like to look at the group and say, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna do some investigating. I'm gonna walk around a little bit, see if I can talk to somebody that might be able to tell us, who this son of Articember is. See if we can get some more information about this guy. He's very important in our last battle, and I still think we need to kind of figure out what's going on with this.
You okay with going alone, or you want somebody with you?
Dragon Man, come with me.
We could all go.
I guess
you're embarrassed by all of us.
No. Hey, you know what? We got to protect the city. I feel like if we all go together, we may end up leaving ourselves at a disadvantage somewhere in town. So, but if you guys are more welcome, come with me. But
the words that come out of your mouth, Nightcock, don't make any sense to me.
They don't make
We should all
sense.
stay together. Why?
Right.
I mean, currently finding this
If he wants to
gentleman
be
is our main
alone.
goal, isn't it? So as long as we should all try to achieve that one, that would be key.
You make a good point, Ruby.
You can go inside and play secret spy. We will wait outside.
Then guard the secret spy entrance.
Guard the secret spy. All right. Yeah, let's see. Trying to figure out how to flavor this next part. What can I do with that? As far as, is there somebody I could find to talk to that might be able to give us some more information? Or
in any time that there's a city, there's a white market and there's a black market.
Okay.
You just got to find where the fence is at.
Okay. Right. My guess is the other side.
A less legitimate area of town.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say south side. No offense to anybody who lives on the south side of where you live.
What's that supposed to mean? God. He sees the north side of town. Puts his goggles back on. Kind of wipes away his face.
I've been here a couple days. If you're looking for the seedy side of town, I think you want to go over to Little New Jersey. It's like just down from Little Canada. That's where all the lowlifes hang out. That's what Maldron told me.
South side, I know that. And she takes her claw out and draws into the dirt. That little middle school or high school drawing that we all did, where you draw the 3 lines and you make an S out of it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This might show the age of some of us.
Go ahead and
Is that
roll a
even the
survival
thing
check.
anymore?
90.
Me?
90, roll a survival check with advantage.
Okay. That'd be 19.
19.
Yep.
As you lead the party further south, through the disheveled markets, through the first residential area you can see, to the furthest ward south, it looks nothing more than just maple sugar, like sugar shacks. Essentially, just larger outhouses. As you make your way through a seedier part of town, looking back at everybody else like, just play it cool, man. Just play it cool. You see a couple of people drinking in front of a store with a couple of iron bars up over the front of it. The roof is kind of tilted in a lean-to fashion. Kind of looks like a corner store.
A bodega, one might say.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up to those two that are, you said, outside drinking, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna look on the ground, and they kind of got this, little like bucket, and it's got it looks like a brown bottle with a little brown paper bag, and I'm gonna look at them and say, hey, can I sit down next to them? And there's another bucket to the side, and I'm gonna flip it over and sit down and say, hey, can you hit me with one of those? And I'm gonna take that and take a nice swig of that $5 special there, $3 special there, and I'm gonna sit there and start talking to him, and I'm gonna say, hey, I got some questions for you. What do you guys know about Arctic Center?
One of them gets off of his bucket and just Slav squats in front of you. Long hand-rolled cigarette. Reaches and takes that brown paper special away from you.
Ooh.
We ask the questions around here first. Yeah, we do, boss, don't we? Yeah, we ask the questions around here first, Bud Brains. Look like you and your friends wandered a little too far south. Come over here to the Sugar Shack district. All we do is milk trees over here. Yeah, that's right, we milk trees. And you could look at them, and both these guys have on well-worn Greek fisherman caps. Very, very humble wares. Kind of some linens that are loosely tied up in the front. Got some really shitty furs. Kind of looks like Macklemore and Thrift Shop.
Yep.
I'm going to pop some tags.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, look, I would really appreciate if you thugs would show me some respect here. And you want to talk about burning things? My dragon friend back here might be able to burn your ass a little bit, so you better watch your mouth.
One of them pulls out a match, lights it up. All right. Lights himself another cigarette. Spits down the ground. He passes you the brown paper sack. What do you want to know?
December. What do you know about that name?
Roll a persuasion check.
17.
Oh, December. I don't know him. Never heard of him. Yeah, never heard of him.
Like to take. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. You got something?
I'm gilding my anger at the door right now. Just getting more and more frustrated.
Nighty, is there anything to show off your street cred? Now would be the time.
I don't have any. Can I say I went ahead and I pre-notched, like 30 notches in my bow? I retroactively went back and.
An amulet or
not,
something?
They're not there. Is there anything from your past that could aid in your conversation to show that you've had a hard life?
Just trying to. I mean, I know my story. I'm just trying to figure out how to flavor this a little bit. Hang on. Yeah, so I'm gonna secretly. I've got this tattoo right on the under part of my forearm, and the tattoo is it's of like a skull, and the tattoo resembled basically just kind of like in the area that I was from, like a very sketchy society.
You can think of that
people.
society's name later.
Yep. Okay. I'll think of that. And anyways, I'm gonna kind of like take my arm and kind of flash that out to him and say, look, like I've dealt with your kind of people. I'm gonna ask you again.
And you guys can see as he flashes something over on his wrist. You can't see it yet. Roll a persuasion check with advantage, 90.
All right. That's an at 20.
Get it,
Whoa.
son.
Let's go.
I've got decent persuasion bonuses, but
That's awesome.
yeah.
All right. I may know where Artis is at.
I thought.
And it's about time as he's squatting out of there. You can see a woman that I can only describe as Mama Francis from the Goonies. Bust open that door. Timmy, come here to Mama. Grabs him by the ear. You know not to talk to guests like that. He pulls him across. Ah! Throws him back in the shack. What do you want to know about Artist Simba? It's an old, wrinkly woman covered in maple syrup.
All I know
Leans
is
down.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Gets within an inch of your face. What do you want to know about Artist Simba?
I'm gonna look her, kind of stare right back into her face and say, "Did you not hear about all the shit that went down in this town? We had frost giants rolling in around, asking for our December. Nobody
Thank
knows
you.
who the fuck he is."
I heard it. We lost half of our sugar shacks last night.
That's very unfortunate, but I give zero fucks. I want to know who this.
It's
What
as
you
much
know
as I
about
give
her.
zero fucks about you. Yeah. We could have a quaint little conversation. What's in it for me? If I tell you where that chubby little boy Artist Simba ran off to.
Let's kind of leave this up for discussion here. I'm the one asking for demands here.
I think you got this thing all twisted. I'll tell you where all this is at. If you do something for me.
Oh no.
All right. What do you have in mind? I'm not agreeing to shit, but what do you got?
Oh, yeah. Bet you won't. Looks back. We need some good fortune right now. We need whatever you can get. I don't care where you get it from. Swords, armor, anything you can sell. I'll take it.
Okay.
I need
Good,
surplus. We need surplus. It's gonna take months to get these shacks up and running. You get me some undocumented weapons. I'll tell you where all this is at.
Here's a quick question, real quick for you. My old longbow that I have, is that just an extra bow that I have available?
Mhm.
Okay. I guess I could look. I'm gonna say just hold on a minute. Let me think about this. I'm gonna look back at the groups with me, correct?
Mhm.
Kind of standing off the side. Say, look, guys, here's her demands. I know this lady knows about our December, but just like people in low society, criminal world, they're not just gonna give us the information. So what they need, guys, is they want some weapons.
Or I threaten her.
That sounds fun.
Ruby pulls out her claws. Shows off her sharp teeth a little bit. This could be good for us. Of course, I have accidentally killed people before. Well, that wasn't an accident. So,
You really want to butcher boogers? Do these people matter? Throw some gold. Give them some old shit. Help them for their cause. Let's get
Maybe
the
a
information we need and get the fuck out of here.
a little of both wouldn't be bad. I'd be fine with giving it a little nudge.
Well, I've got this. Go ahead,
Let
Ruby.
me accompany you back in. You can bring the goods, and we'll play a good cop, bad cop sort of scenario. And I will be the bad cop.
That works for me. So Ruby and I gather up. I've got my old ruggedy piece of crap longbow bringing with me. Anybody else have anything else?
You can take these fucking daggers. I don't need them. And I'm gonna toss them some daggers, and I'm gonna pull out my, have my hooked long sword or short swords, and like just be whipping them around all, fucking cool hand Luke style.
Ruby will give up one of her old daggers.
Okay. Is there anything you can offer?
I got shit.
I'm not giving you my Swiss Army knife. This is what I. I'm sorry, Hister, but this is mine. I will not give it to you. But this is not much of a weapon either.
Wait a minute. I do. And upon you denying your Swiss Army knife, I think back and I go, hold on. Begrudgingly reach back into my sack and pull out a long black ebony scimitar, which I have two in my bag. And I look at it, then I remember our fight with the fucking Goblin King, and I bite back as I think of Valis.
Aww.
And I hand it over to Nighthawk. Just very, very, very begrudgingly, like, you know what? I don't want to let go of this, but fuck you. We need to get farther in this.
Okay, Esther, and say, what else is hard for you? Appreciate your sacrifice. Then I'm gonna take those weapons, and Ruby's following me. We go back in and we talk to the Goonies' mom.
And Ruby's kind of using her full height on this, so she's standing really tall, kind of already trying to play up the intimidation game.
Let's go turn around and block the door. Just fucking shoulder to shoulder. Just no light fucking dragonborn body just hanging in there.
Never just
Cheekios.
down the street and try to have a drink with those guys.
Yeah, you want to have a drink with us? You slob squat
Yeah.
with them. You guys start beginning to play a dice game in the corner while all of this goes down.
I'm proficient in dice. Let's do this.
Cheekios sees that blade and clenches his fist as hard as he can. Just bites his tongue. Oh, well. Looks like someone came to play. It's a
Ruby
nice
just kind
little...
of gleams a smile that kind of shows off her sharp teeth.
Oh.
Yes. Play.
Kitty's got claws too. Where? Kind of hunches over. Mama thinks this will be just fine.
That's excellent to hear. Now let's get our information.
For a down payment.
This is no down payment. This is your payment. You'll either take this or you'll get nothing, and that information will die with you.
You bring this is your muscle over here. I've been in this sugar shack for
Oh
65
no, I'm not the muscle
years.
here, lady. I'm simply the dagger. We've got more muscle outside the door.
65
Trust me.
years I've been running kitties over like you. Don't think you can come over here and threaten me. I may be an
Oh.
old woman, but I'll gut you.
That's true.
I'll skin you. I'll sell your pelt.
So, all right.
Ruby
I'm
just
fucking-
laughs in her face a little
I've
bit.
had enough of this. Standing in the door, I'm fuming, having had one of my ebony blades over, and I pull out Big Mood, and I just slam it down in between the group, just right into the fucking ground as hard as I can. And I look at her, and I say, "You give us that fucking information now, or I'm gonna cut all of you into asshole."
This is an interesting threat.
Radio's anger supersedes his own internet connection. Which is totally on the struggle bus.
Is it fun? Is it
No, it's been
struggling?
out for a while.
Oh yeah, it's been about half the episode. It's been on the struggle bus.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks for letting me know, guys.
I figured you knew your internet was taking a poo poo.
No, I saw the frames drop. I didn't know that the actual connection was taking a shit.
Oh yeah, now you're like speed up.
Real intense.
Yeah, if you got anything to close out in the background, it wouldn't hurt. Go ahead and roll a intimidation check.
Would it be with advantage because Ruby tried intimidation as well? Or like layering it on?
Let's you have it. Roll
23.
with advantage.
Okay. So 23.
Okay.
Fine. Give me those weapons. I'll tell you where all this is.
Ruby starts tapping her claws on one of the helmets that's laid out, waiting impatiently.
What do you got for us, lady?
I say, give me those weapons and I'll tell you where all this is.
No. Information first. Then you get the weapons. We've already defended this town against giants. Our honor is more admirable than yours at this point.
You know, don't talk about me to honor, Dragonborn. There's no honor down here. Nice little badges you got there too. Those look real pretty.
You won't wear it on your forehead. Dead. Keep along this path.
She gets up in your face. I ain't scared of dying. I ain't scared of dying in the likes of you.
Can Ruby reach out and try to grab her throat with her claws?
Certainly try.
Okay. I do try.
Roll to attack.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Let's see here. It'll be claws. That's gonna be okay. All right. That's a 21.
21. You get your hands up around Mama's neck.
It's not the death that you should be afraid of.
At that point, the two gentlemen that are next to Emery pull out their daggers and go in to put those next to your throat, Emery. Nobody touches Mama. Continue, Ruby.
As a reaction. Oh, never mind.
No one's actually attacked yet. They've just drawn.
Okay. All right.
This is no death threat yet. We'll torture you first. We'll cut out your eyes, and then we'll tuck out your tongue, and we'll do the same to your two boys up front. Your sweet little sons. We won't kill you. That way you'll get to live this life.
Yeah,
You'll just be able to hear all of the cries every time.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Yeah, she will.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, it was totally
Is
Princess
Bride that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Dear
did.
God, what is that thing?
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. You
So
have my
good,
heart
Becca.
call out right there.
Ah, dude.
That's gonna be a 21.
Nice.
Nobody touches my baby boys.
Then you'll tell us, and then we'll give you the goods as true to our word. She tightens her grip a little bit more around her throat.
You don't matter what you do to me, but you don't touch my baby boys.
Then follow through with your word.
While this is happening, can I slide a hand and try to slip my hooked blades down and kind of up towards the nut sacks of those guys with their daggers to my throat?
100%.
25. Sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot. I'm just gonna lift up their sacks a bit and go. Hmm?
I think he's got my sack.
Your lineage is at a threat here, yes?
Artist left town this morning. Got in his toboggan. Got his little fat cherry ass up there. Headed south. He's not very quick. I'm sure you'll catch him.
She
He's hard to
releases her.
miss.
Okay.
Get your blades off my baby's sack. Please.
Or have they lowered their daggers yet?
Yeah, they lowered their daggers.
Yeah, I'll put them down and kind of back off a little bit, take a step back.
You may have all of these weapons. It is nice doing business with you. And Ruby turns to leave.
Pull Big Moon up and sheathe it and walk out behind her.
As they take them, as those weapons quickly disappear back into the shack, as you can hear as boys, get those weapons. As they gather them up, you can just hear just slaps. Mama! 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 Just don't talk to me like that. And you can just hear the abuse from back behind that door.
Boys are getting way worse than what we could have ever done to them.
Throw Mama from the train.
As they come out,
Can we call Child Protective Services?
as they come out, I'm gonna reach down and grab that whatever those guys were drinking on the ground. I'll be like, "Well, that went well." I'm just gonna be drinking out of it.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, you heard her. We need to head south.
I say let's head that way.
Perfect.
Anything else in town we need to do before we leave?
Do you think we need to tell Markham? Emery, you seem to have the closest relationship with them. Should you,
you're the one. You're one who got these fancy badges. I think these mean we can do whatever we want.
Well, somebody has something.
If I want to wear the badge, I want to get the privileges.
Oh, you've got the privileges.
It sounds like. By the way, I've been saying artist Simber this whole time. It's his son.
Oh. Our December's son.
Oh, Simber's son. Retcon that. Retcon
We know what you're
that.
talking about.
Yeah.
What was his son's name?
Son's name
We
is.
didn't know his son's name.
Son-
Our December
name.
son.
Ciroc.
Ciroc.
Wait, like the.
Like the vodka. Like Ciroc.
Okay. Cool.
It sounds like Ciroc probably hasn't even made it that far. We don't have to commit to leaving the town just yet. We will go fetch the pudgy one. Have questions.
All right, let's go do it. Make this quick, yes?
Sounds
that out.
good.
Sounds like plan to me.
Nightcock, do you want to fly up and see if you can see him ahead of us? Perhaps from the air you might be able to get more of a vision where our friend has run off to.
Yeah, I'd like to fly up to the south side of the town there. Fly up, just kind of scan the area, see if I can see anything, and see Ciroc in the area.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
19.
19. As you take flight, spread your feathers, and bless you, and head up into the air. You're gonna soar and let the breeze catch you. It's for the first time you can see and observe the damage of the city below. You can see the devastation, the city center, some buildings still smoldering, other buildings in repair. You coast back around the wooden timbers that surround Bryn Shander and take off in a pathway towards the south. I need you to roll an investigation check. Do so with advantage thanks to the prayers of the interactive roles of chat.
There we go. 17.
You look out and you see a distinctive set of tracks. It's not hard to see. It looks like one lone toboggan, not too far in the distance, deep into the snow, busted up, laid over on its side. You think you have a good spot of where you should start tracking Ciroc at as you fly back down and make contact with the others.
I'm going to look at the group and say, hey guys, flew out here and I was looking back at the town and was looking pretty sad, and was looking down to the south and I saw this toboggan tracks there. And this toboggan that was kind of busted up, just kind of sitting there to the side. I think that's where we need to move. We feel we've done everything in town. Let's head that way.
Agreed,
All right.
and we should be fast.
That's what you see. Let's go.
Right.
Hey, old dragon, you won the race there?
You know I am, Tabaxi. Anytime you want to go, let's go.
All right. She actually gets down on all fours and like gets ready to start. All right, call it.
Emery,
Yes.
you get. Tell us when.
Okay. Ready, set, and Emery's gonna take off sprinting.
You son of a bitch!
As Emery takes off running ahead, he's got a slight advantage on the rest of you as Hister and Ruby go bounding forward. I look back at Nightcock and I turn myself into a giant golden eagle.
Ooh.
And get aerial with him
Yep.
as we coast up and over the group. Go ahead.
Trying to-
Go ahead and give me a straight dexterity roll off. Emery, you get to roll with advantage for you cheating.
Oh, yeah. 17.
Ooh, 19! Let's go, first one!
23.
Oh,
Ah!
shit! Tabaxi.
You guys
Tabaxi
forgot
jumps out to the
dexterity
lead.
is my game.
As Dad Bod goes running, starts to slow up a little bit like Peyton Manning's run, a little bit more gut forward, even with just the lead. The Dragon Man with his long stride gets ahead of you, Emery, as you begin to peter out. Ruby, digging
Peter
in
mode.
even to the snow. As you do, you realize that it doesn't feel like the cold hurts the underside of your paws at all.
She's loving this.
As you get a lead out in front, Hister, roll a dexterity with disadvantage. Emery, roll one with disadvantage. Ruby, you can straight roll.
Not one.
No!
18.
No, I'm not even gonna roll a second time. That sucks.
18.
That's 18 as well.
18 as well. Emery gets his second wind. It's like, just imagine it's like the run through the Shire when it's like, we're going on an adventure. Like you have like maximum drag created, yet you're just willing yourself as you catch up side by side with Ruby. Hister, you look to the side as you see Ruby digging in and running. What distracts you and makes you eat shit?
I'm looking back at Emery, who's falling behind, and think I'm ahead, and then fucking just nose into the snow.
just full. Me and Nighty both see that from up above.
Reporting down and laughing.
It's very cartoony too. It's like nose and then just dragging along from all the momentum I've been carrying. Just
Ugh,
All
that's
right,
rough, man.
you guys are neck and neck on this thing. Go ahead and give me both a straight dexterity saving throw.
That is going to be a 19.
7.
Yes!
Once again.
Go ahead and flavor the end of this race however you guys would like.
All right. Emery, if you want to go first, since you lose.
Emery's gonna just put his head down and just sprint. And it's like if you've ever run a race, it's that finishing kick. It's longer than your legs are supposed to stride. You're just like and it's just everything he's got, and just head down. And just really think he feels like he's running really, really fucking fast. Like legs are super wide and arms are super exaggerated, and that's he's gonna just give it everything he's got.
Ruby.
All right, Ruby starts to stretch forward even more. Like now that she's starting to see her pull ahead, seeing his door crumple down into the ground, just nose deep, just gives her this adrenaline rush. Like, because that's who she saw as her competition. I mean, he beat her up the stock last time. She gets just this burst of adrenaline as if she drank like 15 Monster Energy drinks. And she just starts racing so fast that her paws in the snow aren't even really digging in at this point. Like she's just flying off the top of it till she reached the toboggan. I assume that's like our finish line. She reaches it and she kind of just does this cool little slide across. She pops up just on 2 legs and slides across the top and flips around. Just to stare there to watch with a smug look on her face as the others exhaustingly try to catch up to her.
And Emery's gonna be sprinting head down across the finish line, Olympic style, throwing his arms back through the tape. And he's gonna look up and like Ruby's standing right in front of him, and he's like, fuck.
Oh, you tried, didn't you?
At this point, me and Nighty both come low diving in as I get right before the toboggan. I change my form and land. I see Nightcock, how you could get used to that. The wind beneath your wings, I like. I have never turned to bird before.
It's a good feeling.
It is. I like your style.
I tried to be a bird once or twice. Didn't work.
It did not work out for you. And as we both look around and enjoying another good foot race, we look and we can see this fucking toboggan's just fucking wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I need you guys to make an investigation check.
$14.
15.
19.
Ooh. What do your dragon eyes see?
My bread.
When I finally catch up. Wasn't expecting that slippery patch back there.
And as
Yeah,
you
who
look,
would expect that with snow?
like this large pile of snow that the toboggan's pulled up against. Who rolled the highest? Who rolled above a 15?
I was right at 15, so Hister rolled the 19.
19.
Right.
Hister, you begin pulling the snow back from the front of the toboggan, and you hit a hard, large boulder. As you scrape the top of it, you can definitely see it looks like some giants found Sirach before you did.
Oh, shit. I think it's pretty gooey under there.
Oh, dang it.
You go to
It
check,
isn't.
but it's not.
Oh, hold on. Nycock, help me move this boulder. Ruby, Emery, Chiquios. It's going to take all of you guys. Get over here. Lift this up.
All right.
All right,
I'll
we're
move
going.
over to
help.
assist
help.
Ister moving this boulder.
Thanks.
As you pull that boulder up, you roll it to a side. You see the remains of one former good boy. Just a poor, smashed sled dog. Flattened.
Oh, That's so sad.
I searched to see if this is who we were looking for.
The dog?
It's just the dog. There's no person there.
No.
Chicken.
Good. It's just the fucking dog.
You let this dog die?
Fuck the dog. We're not
Fuck
looking for the
you.
fucking dog.
Ruby just kind of crosses her legs and pouts a little bit and looks sad next to the poor puppy.
We're looking for Sirach. Eyes on the prize.
That is cold-hearted.
That's pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah, I mean, she's just a large cat after all. She could be not far from dog.
Usually it's the dog that chased the cats. She should be celebrating and pissing on his corpse.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Going
I
off
make
of some old stereotypes. That's not how it is
I'm-
anymore. And
I make inappropriate
fine,
jokes.
Fine. Hold on. I'm gonna reach down, and for Ruby alone, I'm gonna put my hands on this poor crushed sled dog that I already know there's no fucking chance. But you know what? I have friends. I'm gonna say prayer to Bahamut and lay healing hands on this poor, crushed, flat as a pancake fucking dog. Just
like-
Just kinda like
I'm
crying.
internalizing all my anger right now, all my frustration about having to give up my fucking ebony blade, one of my mementos of my friend Valis, and channeling it into this dog, much the same way that I had Valis in my hands at the chimney. And I'm just praying. I'm closing my eyes and I'm clenching my fucking claws on this dog, just praying to Bahamut, please just give this dog another fucking breath so that we can move on and find what we're doing and make my friend Ruby happy.
I lean over into Nightcock's ear. That giant probably put that dog out of its misery, carrying that fat fuck Sirach. And I try to hold
Look at
back. I want you to roll a persuasion check with advantage.
It's 19.
19. As you place your hands on the side of that doge, I need everyone except for Hister to take their headset off.
Dang it.
Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me?
As you focus in with your hand on that dog that starts at first as rage, you see an image in the back of your head. Of a husky playing in the snow. And then the snow fades away to the eternal fields. And you see its tail wag and its tongue out as it romps back and forth at the eternal farm. You know in the back of your head, they were a good boy.
Oh, that dice is
Challenge trying
nice.
real hard there.
Oh, they tried.
I'm gonna break your heart. So, with all the rage in my hands on this dog, seeing the vision that I just had come over me, I loosen up to the point of where you see me collapse on the dog and start to slowly weep as I cradle the body of this poor crushed animal. I sit there for a second and hold it.
Wipe.
tear away. Lay it down and just with my arms covered up with snow. And I'll look back at Ruby and I'll go, he's in a happier place now. Don't worry about him. I know he's okay. We need to worry about what's in front of us.
Okay. If you say so. Ruby kind of like gets up, but she's like got her shoulders hunched over. Kind of like loose arms, kind of like dragging them behind. She said, let's go find Sirach.
Nightcock, can you pick up a trail from here?
Yeah, let me see if I can is there a way I can check to see if I see any like footprints from obviously this toboggan just
roll that survival check, my dude.
okay. 14.
Oh yeah, with ease you can see
Okay.
not one but two large sets of tracks that stomp off into the distance. Nighty, you shoot up into the air. Following those tracks with your eyes, give me another survival check.
11.
11. As you speed forward, wind shuddering back behind your feathers, flying as quick as you can, following that path. You make it as far up into the sky as you can, and you can see off almost 3 miles ahead the bodies of two lumbering frost giants with a portly fat man slung over the shoulder of one as they trudge forward with cat butt in your face.
Ah. Cat man.
You see the body of
geez.
Sirach and press into your elvish earpiece.
All right, so my elvish earpiece looks like a wooden pickle, by the way. And I'm gonna look back and say, Ister, over. Look, I got a target on a couple good fat old giants here, and I see Sirach with them. I think you guys need to come meet me over here. Let's get in pursuit. Over.
Hearing that at the first time, it kind of surprises me. I don't know what to do. I hold my hand up to my ear and go, can you hear me?
Yep, over.
Oh, okay. Point the direction then.
You know you don't have to go, right? He just does it for you.
It's more fun when I do it.
Understandable.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nightcock Air. Today we'll be serving peanuts and side of giant ass. So please point the direction so we can go fucking slam. Thank you.
It's fine.
All right.
And as you relay the information back to the group, you guys begin to haul ass to the location of Sirach. And that is where we will pick up next
week.
week.
We get a battle tonight.
Next
I was
week.
like,
So much good
not
RP
that
this week. Oh my god, no!
If we would, we could, but some people
yeah,
have
probably
been.
shouldn't.
Some people have been
Going balls to
Fucking
the wall.
trooper.
balls to the
Yeah.
wall, and
some
we have
people are feeling well,
one trooper caustic under the weather. So,
Sorry.
Becca, you
You're-
killed it tonight, by the way.
you're
If you're
a
not feeling
beast,
well, you did
Becca.
great.
This is hard.
Becky, you did. I don't feel so well. I'm gonna muster the strength. Whatever.
Fucking nailed it.
She wasn't feeling enough to catch Randy.
Oh,
Oh,
You know
don't
what?
worry, she's
Fuck
coming for
Randy,
you.
all
Randy.
right?
She's coming for you.
I mean, it's true. She wasn't smooth enough to catch Markham either.
Oh.
Markham's got his eyes set on other kind, I think.
Oh,
We had a lot of fails.
He buries himself in work, but I think he's got a side piece.
A lot of swings and misses for her.
Thank you guys for all those embers and sparks.
Guys.
Mike Piazza.
Oh my god, chat trying to bring that dog back to life.
Oh,
It was
fail.
it's only because of fucking chat. Honestly, it was chat that made me just go full fucking paladin and just dive into it.
Yes.
Chat also wanted me to take the pelt.
I know, which was fucking
Skin the
hilarious.
dog.
That was awful.
Don't listen to chat. They also wanted him to throw wind vane.
What monsters?
Chat's not on our side here, guys.
I was really hoping that we would have a pet dog now.
No, he's in a
That
better
fucking
place.
dead dog is
Hey.
dead.
I was
He's-
prepared to
he's-
say, "Can we keep it?"
He's playing in the eternal field. He was happy. Just
I
leave him
got,
alone.
I got to have an all dogs go to heaven moment with radio.
That's so good.
And so you don't even have to
Oh,
watch the
God,
vote.
I
And I said, and
I
that's
gotta go
when
back and watch it.
that's when he knew that he was a good boy.
Yep, he was a good boy.
He was a good
What
boy.
was
God.
his name?
It doesn't
even-
matter. He was a
3
good
hours.
boy.
He was a good boy.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Oh God.
That's canon. That is
Oh,
canon.
it's Robert Paulson. Oh my god. Great RP episode.
It was very good.
It was really good. That went about 500 ways south of what I thought it was going to go, so I loved it. It was
Yeah,
great.
I was just kind
Yeah,
of.
I could tell that was not going your direction.
Did you? I mean, that was kind of what I was wondering. Like, what was your original? You know?
I
Did
don't
you
have any.
an idea?
No, I don't have any plan.
No? Okay.
I don't have any plan. I like it because it surprises me.
I
yeah.
really didn't know how threatening Mama would go down.
The Goonies
I
mom.
just backed you up on that. Honestly, if we got
I
into
know.
a fight, we got into a fight. But I was gonna.
You
make
had to
every
threaten
bit
her
of intimidation
children.
I had.
You had
Yeah.
to, that's all you had to do. You had to threaten her children. That was the key. You couldn't threaten her.
Done.
And thank you, because a lot of groups struggle with
Short
that.
swords.
If somebody doesn't care about dying, you have to find out what they do care.
What they care about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short
Ruby
swords,
just
the
has a
nuts
good
works
policy
every
of
time.
just trying to kill everyone.
Kill what's in front of you and worry
Yeah.
about the rest.
Oh, the fucking, we got a Sugar Shack gang now.
Oh my god.
No, it was
Running
really
around
just
with-
a
They
different
were
order.
fun. That was a fun group you threw at us.
Yeah, it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's a lot more fun than I will meet you in the morning and I will deputize you and I will send you on a mission. Instead, we get hammered. You try to bed Markham. He gives you badges instead. We get David the gnome. We have bulls. We
Your
have
trade.
contest
Yes.
defeats.
So that bar scene was probably the most legendary fucking frat house, animal house bar scene there's ever been.
Yeah.
Shot in fucking imagination or cinema. I will guarantee you.
Bulls and Creed karaoke and
Randy
Can we-
escaping.
Randy
Can we
fucking
sidebar?
escaping. Let's go for Randy escaping. When Randy comes back as a fucking
I wasn't gonna let
villain-
Randy go down that easy.
Oh, I knew you had something up your sleeve, but I
Oh,
still
dude,
had to be.
I was looking at all his features and his traits. I'm like, what the fuck can save Randy?
Yeah, he has invisibility. Where
He
the
can go.
fuck is
You
that
helped me
from?
pick it out. We made this guy together.
I love chat. Team Randy, free Randy, kill Randy.
Randy.
It's a lot of Randy camps here.
A little of everything.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
Randy has
Wolfen.
Randy has invisibility,
hold on,
counter
is-
spell.
Nighthawk
Vampiric
throwing a
touch.
Fourth option in there. Kill Randy, free Randy, team Randy.
Fuck Randy.
Wait, sorry. That was
What way are you interpreting that verb?
what was the guy's name? The guy that is it Malaric?
Yeah.
I was speaking for him.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dude, Randy's got burning hands. He's got darkness. He's got magic stone. Randy's kitted out, man.
So I've got a question though. We've got these badges, right? Can we come up with like a team name, like maybe Knights of the Night or something like from The Office? We're like,
Knights of the Night.
it's like nighttime slick security group.
those you're deputies of Bryn Shander now.
Is that what we are? All right. Okay.
But
Junior
at some
deputies.
point in time, you will maybe like choose.
Is this kind of like? Is this kind of like the whole Red Dead thing where we get hired by the sheriff to kind of go
crooked sheriff?
Yeah, the crooked sheriff. Kind of that flavor.
Who knows?
Oh,
Maybe.
Who knows?
maybe. Oh my god.
Perfect.
Someone needs to shut chat down.
Randy and Ruby.
Growing old
Yeah,
together.
Randy and Ruby are definitely like Arya and the Hound. They're eventually gonna be friends.
That's not how that's going.
I don't see that happening anytime
No.
soon.
If
It's gonna take 6 or 7 seasons, but we'll get there.
You,
If
you
Randy-
remember, spoiler season 7, fucking Arya left the Hound to die after
Yeah,
she robbed his
yeah,
ass.
but now it's cool.
No, it isn't. She still doesn't like him.
It's sort of cool.
Yeah, if Randy leaves Magdrin, I can totally see a fucking villain encounter.
Oh no, he left Magdrin, dude. He packed up. He stole all their fucking gold and everything.
Shit, man.
Randy-
We didn't get there.
Randy bank
He
account
fucking
and
robbed the
took off.
house.
Ran-
He took it all.
Randy and the pervert boys, like Randy's three misogynist friends.
Dude, Randy, Reginald, he went and knocked on Reginald's door, took him. They went off together, man.
Well, because Reginald's a mage, isn't he?
I don't know what Reginald is. I haven't
Yeah.
made the
He's
character.
been the enchanter, right?
Yeah,
I guess he did. He's making all the enchantments, all the pickles.
Oh my god, that's Reginald. Fuck, when everybody was talking about Reginald, I was like, fuck, I can't remember who Reginald is.
It's Randy's neighbor who enchants all his pickles.
Oh,
We don't
God.
know that he's a neighbor. He was just in the wall, as far as
He's-
we know.
No, he was Elven Ear. He was in the next shop over. I explained this.
Next shop.
That
you
90s
described
been
it as
back
the next
there.
shop. The next
Doing-
shop could be in the wall
Reginald has been secretly enchanting all his shit on the down low for some extra cash.
because he's a prisoner.
God.
This isn't canon, and you don't get to alone.
It is
decide
canon. Go
who
watch the fucking. Go watch the
Reginald is.
fucking VOD.
No, you just
I
said
created Reginald.
You were
Here's the
listening.
question: do you guys have these arguments away from stream? Do you guys just talk
100%.
about this?
100%.
Yes,
we
we absolutely do.
Nice. I love it.
We did both decide that he does have a child labor group
Factory in the basement. Yeah,
in the basement. Yeah.
we were gonna have them come out and fight the giants with us because they're our best fighters.
Have them like.
We thought it was
unleash
a
the
little dark though.
Oh, God.
We decided it was a little dark.
How could that be dark, honey?
And we just imagine a horde of children wielding
Red-
pickles.
Reginald, bring out our fighters.
The little fucking lost boys. The lost boys.
It's their sweatshop workers.
We're gonna have
a little
to do
dark
a
though.
creation
dark.
of Reginald for one of these episodes.
It was a little dark, so we didn't go
Please.
that route.
Please
Oh,
create
man.
Reginald in case we have to fight against them one day.
Oh, you're gonna go.
I imagine Reginald is a celestial.
Of course you do.
some shitty restaurant in this universe. You're gonna go there. Fucking, there's gonna be.
If Randy's not the main bad guy now, I don't want to play this campaign anymore.
Randy's not smart enough to
I'm
be
out.
the main bad guy.
If he's not the main bad, I don't.
No, he's the annoying guy who thinks he's their nemesis, but he is not.
He's a
So you
fucking.
think
He's a.
Randy's.
He's a thrift store Team Rocket at this point.
Yes, yes, that's exactly who he is.
Randy's kitted out. You don't even know.
Next chance she gets, Randy's dead.
No, dude.
Oh.
When
Wouldn't it be awesome if Randy kills the entire squad? Team party kill.
Well, you know, you
Different
did
ideas of what
you did
awesome
predict
is.
your own death, so who knows?
That's true.
What if they encounter Randy? Randy kills everybody in the squad.
if
Game of Satan
Meow.
ends by the hand of
Yeah.
Randy.
Oh my god.
If
if it goes south against Randy, I'm going in my portal and I'm closing it. I can't handle. I can't handle.
Randy wins.
Peace out.
I-
No.
I'm
I'm
not.
out.
Hey, if y'all lose to Randy, that's on you guys, because I'm fucking out.
Randy gets a deck of many things and gets lucky.
I've been sitting here playing canasta with my friends at Twin Peaks. Stare into the eyes of Reginald.
Oh my god, this music is giving me flashbacks of no, Yancy Ben, stop it!
Yancy.
Hey, I'm not gonna say anything else because I already know what I'm gonna do with Randy. So.
Oh, you will try.
Oh. No, I know exactly how Randy's gonna play out.
Nice.
Unless he
Randy
has
can't
an
be
early
controlled.
death.
You can't contain him. He's like the hurricane.
You can't tell me anything. You're not my real dad.
On that note, we will leave you guys knowing that Randy is somewhere out there without his wife. We'll see you guys next week.
That's just an opportunity after we get done with this battle. Hey!
Love you guys.